straight back like, ugh. And he make noises, he run, he get in bed, jump like this kid get in the bed and jump out the bed.
Like Superman?
No, like belly flop on the ground type jump. And like it was like what he did yesterday. It was like around it was 6 or 7. I laid him down, went outside to get my clothes on. Right. Wasn't paying attention, putting my clothes off, dude. Oh God. So the only thing I can think of is, pull the TV over, something. So I run in there. He had like, okay, you guys went in the house, right?
I haven't been to the house now.
Well, there's these 2 swimming beds in the background. Like he played in the room, so we just do him because the house is small, he just run back and forth. But he took his potty and he
Harley fell? Did he say what Harley fell on?
His potty.
Did he say how that happened?
He said he don't know he was outside shooting his hands.
Did he go into any more detail than that? So he just texted you and said, Harley's throwing up, he fell on his potty, I was outside hanging up clothes?
If he FaceTime first, but I can read the call because there's no distance. I'll try to call him back and go from there. And they talk me back to him.
Okay. So he told you that over a phone call?
So you picked up ginger ale and crackers?
Yes.
When you got back home from Publix, what did you do?
I was texting the rest of my Snapchat. And she said that she would be there. My room, or towards her house, and getting her some food. And she'll pick me up.
And when you got home from Publix, did you check on Harley since Christian had told?
That is the same story from 2 different mouths. A 2-year-old boy, alone with his mother's boyfriend, supposedly climbing onto his own potty chair and jumping off the bed onto it. Both suspects tell that story. Both suspects don't know that the detectives have already read every text message on Shannon's phone.
Do you have your things you use to cook, cookware, your spatulas, things like that? Do you have anything like that? Spatulas?
Yeah, the drawer that was in can't reach it.
But Christian can reach it.
Yeah.
Anything with wires, anything, maybe like a shape of a circle. I want to show you this and not to upset you, but you know your baby better than anybody else, okay? So this picture that he sent you, you know that about live photos? Do you know how to work them?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you, and I want you to watch this. Again, this is not to upset you, but I want you to see something, okay? So on a live photo, you hold it down. What do you see there? What makes you say that?
On the live photo, before the still frame Christian captured, Harley is shaking in the presence of the man who has been alone with him for months. The detective doesn't have to say it. She holds the phone down and lets Shannon see it for herself. This is Christian Thompson, 26 years old, sitting in a Polk County interview room, telling detectives a 2-year-old boy jumped off a bed and landed on a plastic potty chair. This is Shannon Short, 26, in a separate room, telling the same detectives the same story her boyfriend just fed her over the phone. What neither of them knows is that the detectives already have Shannon's phone. They already have the text where Shannon typed, quote, "Quit beating him with a belt because it's showing marks." They already have the text where Christian sent Shannon a photo of Harley's face and Harley was shaking. And they already have the little boy's body because Harley didn't survive the night. Over the next 11 hours, Everything Christian and Shannon believe about what the detectives can prove will be dismantled, one text message at a time. This is the interrogation of Shannon Short and Christian Thompson. Harley was 2 years old. He lived in a mobile home in Davenport, Florida, with his mother, Shannon Short, and her boyfriend of 6 months, Christian Thompson. He liked cars, little metal ones, plastic ones, a school bus he took the wheels off of. He liked juice. He would put on his own socks and his own shoes and say, quote, "pants on," when he wanted to go outside. He knew 3 or 4 words. On the last full day of his life, according to the man who was alone with him, those 3 words were juice, water, and mommy. His neighbors would later tell the news that all they ever saw of Harley was a small face at the trailer window, looking out.
Heartbreaking. Neighbors are in shock. They say all they have ever seen of this child is him staring out these windows, but they never realized something so horrible was going on.
His whole life was just like looking out the window, and he didn't have any playtime or what kind of toys did he even have in there. I never even...
In the early morning hours of July 31st, 2018, Shannon Short called 911 from her mobile home in Davenport. She told the dispatcher her 2-year-old son had been throwing up all day, that his stomach was rock hard, that he had suddenly stopped moving. What she did not tell the dispatcher was that Harley's face was bruised, that his eye was black, that there were welts across his cheek that looked like they had been left by a belt, and that instead of taking him to a hospital when he first became ill, she had left him with her boyfriend, gone to Publix, then to a friend's house, then to a smoke shop, and then back to that friend's house to smoke marijuana. The 911 call she eventually made came at 3 in the morning.
Polk County EMS, this is Crystal. Okay, caller, tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, my son, he's been throwing up all day. I thought he just had a stomach virus, and his stomach been hurting. His stomach is rock hard, so then I thought he was constipated. So, oh my God, next thing you know, like, after I laid him down, his teeth started gritting, and I couldn't get his mouth to open to put something in it. And now he's passed out, and I don't even think he's breathing.
Okay, is he having a seizure?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay, are you with him now?
Yes, I'm holding him right now.
How old is he?
He's 2.
Is he awake?
No, he's conscious. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, is he awake?
Harley, I don't know if he's breathing.
Okay,
Harley.
but I need to know if he is awake.
No.
Okay, is he breathing?
No. I don't think he's breathing. I can't tell.
Okay, I'm sending the paramedics to help you, okay, but I need you to stay on the line with me, all right? All right, if there's a defibrillator available, I want you to send somebody to get it now and tell me when you have it, okay?
I don't have one. What is going on?
Are you right by him now? Ma'am, I need you to try to calm down. I know this is scary, but I need you to calm down and listen to me. Are you right by him now?
I'm breathing.
Are you right by him now?
Yes, I'm holding him.
Listen, I need you to calm down so we can help him, okay? Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove any pillows. I need you to kneel next to him and look in his mouth for food or vomit. Is there anything in his mouth?
On the floor.
Okay, is there anything in his mouth? Ma'am? Hello?
Hello?
Is there anything in his mouth?
Harley.
Polk County Fire and EMS, this is Deanna.
Hi. Yes, I need
Osceola with a transfer, requesting an ambulance to Davenport, Florida.
Yes, please hurry. Please hurry.
They're coming as quick as they can, okay? Tell me exactly what happened.
Yes. I don't know. My son, he's been sick. He's been throwing up. He's been throwing up all day. Like,
okay. All right.
And his stomach been hurting, and like his teeth start gritting, and now he passed out, and he's not moving. I
Okay, they're coming as quick as they can, okay? Just stay on the line with me. Are you with him now?
Yes, please.
Okay, how old is he? They're coming, ma'am. How old is he?
He's two. He's two.
He's 2? Okay.
I'm shaking. Oh my God.
They're coming as quick as they can. Is he breathing?
I don't know.
Okay. Is he breathing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Is he breathing completely normal?
No.
Okay. All right. I want you to say, okay. I want you to say now every single time he takes a breath in, starting immediately. First breath.
He's not taking a breath right now.
Okay. When he takes a breath in, say now every single time he takes a breath in. First breath.
Oh my God.
Okay. Is he breathing? Has he taken a breath? Can you see his chest rising and falling? Hello? Hello? Hello, ma'am?
The paramedics reached the trailer at 3:30 in the morning. By dawn, 2-year-old Harley was dead. When deputies searched the home, they found a purse strap with a leather side and a snakeskin side hanging on a door. They found a belt. They found marijuana in a Tupperware container in the boyfriend's nightstand, within reach of any child. And they found Shannon's cell phone, which she gave them permission to search. On that phone, between Shannon and Christian, were the text messages that would decide this case. Before we walk into either interview room, understand exactly what the two detectives have on their side of the table. 1, Shannon's phone, and every text between her and Christian, not deleted, given up voluntarily. 2, a text from Shannon herself reading, quote, "Quit beating him with a belt because it's showing marks." 3, a text from Shannon to Christian reading, quote, "F him up." 4, a photograph Christian himself sent Shannon of Harley's face after Christian was alone with him, and when the detective played that photo as a live image, the child was shaking. 5, a purse strap in the home, whose measurements the detective would soon show match, curve for curve, the bruise on Harley's cheek. 6, a black eye no one in Harley's family had ever seen on him before. Christian moved into the house. And 7, the medical examiner's early finding that Harley did not die from a fall. He died from an infection that came from beating so severe his body could not fight them off. Every claim, every story, every he did it to himself. The two suspects will make in the next 10 hours will be evaluated against this inventory. They walk in believing the detectives know what they saw at the trailer. The detectives know something closer to the truth. The detective begins in a cold interview room at the sheriff's office. Shannon has already been up all night. She is not yet under arrest. The detective's tone is calm, but the first thing she does is read Shannon her rights, because of what was found in the house.
Hello?
It's cool in here too. Alright, well, this is a long day. Alright, Shannon, so we want to go over a couple things with you, retouch on a couple things, get some clarification on a couple things, okay? Because of the weed that we found in the house, I'm going to go ahead and read you your Miranda, okay, just so you're aware.
You're going to jail?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that because of the weed that we found in the house, and because you're here at the sheriff's office, and we're not doing this like at your house, I'm going to go ahead and read you your rights so you know them, okay?
Yes.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during any questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights?
Yes.
Okay.
Notice the framing. The detective says twice, because of what we found in the house. Shannon nods and consents. She thinks she is being read her rights because of the marijuana. The detective is being polite about a very different reason.
Okay. So, Shannon, what we're wanting to do is just kind of clarify a couple things, because we talked to Christian, okay? And there's some stuff that's not adding up. We don't feel like you're being completely honest with us and telling us everything that happened, okay? So we're gonna go back and we're gonna touch on them again. And I want you to think about the answers that you're given and make sure that you're giving us the whole truth and everything that happened. Don't leave anything out, okay? We've got your phone, we've seen the text messages, okay? You gave us permission to look through it, so we've seen everything. So right now, what we need is for you to be truthful and honest with us, okay? So
There it is, preloaded, in the opening minute of the interview. We have your phone. We have talked to Christian. We know things aren't adding up. Every claim Shannon makes for the next hour and a half is on borrowed time.
So let's start with on Saturday. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you work on Saturday?
Yes.
Okay. And how was Harley on Saturday?
I think Christian sent me a text message that he was older. He had the mark on his face.
While you were at work? The day that he sent you, because I know you're having a hard time like with your days when you were working and things like that. The day that he sent you the pictures of the scratches on Harley's face while you were at work, is that the same day that he was throwing up also? Or was that a different day?
I don't know, probably the same day or a different day, I'm not sure.
What day do you think it was that you got the text message about the scratches?
I believe it was Friday.
And what day were you told by Christian that Harley was throwing up? The first time.
Thursday. From Wednesday.
So Wednesday or Thursday, Christian sent you a text message stating Harley's throwing up. Did he say why or what had happened?
He said he was sticking his fingers in his mouth properly.
Did he say how Harley was feeling? Was he sick?
He said I think he said he had I'm not sure.
You don't know?
To be honest.
Okay. So, would it be safe to say that going back to Thursday, this past Thursday, that Harley started not feeling well?
He was like, he was quiet, but he was still moving around and doing stuff that normal Harley do.
But when you say he was quiet, is that normal for Harley to be quiet? So you would say on Thursday, was he acting his complete self? Or could you tell there was maybe something a little bit off about him? There was maybe something a little bit off about him.
He was just wanting to lay up under me a lot. He's still telling his stories. He still was jumping around, moving around.
But he wanted to be with you. Was he clinging to you? Was he eating?
Thursday, Christian said he was eating a lot.
Okay. So Thursday he was eating? He was just really clingy.
Usually Thursday or Friday, he said he was eating a lot.
Okay. So when did he start throwing up?
Harley up the day before yesterday.
So what day did Harley start throwing up? You were off on Sunday and Monday, correct? Okay. Was Harley throwing up on Sunday when you were off? Okay. And how was he acting on Sunday? Was he still really clingy with you? Okay. Was he eating on Sunday?
He didn't eat a lot.
He didn't eat a lot, but he was drinking a lot on Sunday. And he had started to throw up on Sunday or had not started to throw up on Sunday?
I was dating sure. I think Sunday, really think Sunday I slept till like 6.
At night?
I worked.
I might be a little confused, but I thought you worked on Sunday.
She said she was off on Sunday.
I was supposed to have Friday and Saturday off, but they called me in Friday, so I didn't work Saturday. I worked Sunday. I didn't work Monday. Tuesday.
So did you work Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so were you off on Sunday?
Yes.
Were you off on Monday?
Watch the detective's method. She asks Shannon which Buffalo Wild Wings she works at, for her boss's name, for the phone number. It looks like small talk. It isn't. Every detail the suspect offers becomes a verifiable point on a timeline, and every fuzzy day, every mixed-up Thursday, Friday, Sunday, that fuzziness is being cataloged too.
So that would be maybe your work number, is that correct? Yes. And Jose's your boss. You want us to call him and let him know that you're not going to be in tonight because you're supposed to work? What time are you supposed to be there?
Okay, so Monday. You said Sunday he was drinking, he wasn't really eating, and he was clean on Sunday. Did you say whether or not he was throwing up on Sunday?
I don't think so. I never saw it.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to walk through Monday again, okay?
Mm-hmm.
On Monday, what time did you wake up? Yesterday.
I woke up like, I believe, around 2 o'clock.
And when you woke up, was anybody else awake?
Christian,
What was Harley doing?
I believe he was in the background.
Was he back there by himself?
Yes.
What was Christian doing?
He was either in the kitchen or sitting on the bed next to me or in the bed.
So he was in the front room somewhere? When you woke up, did you go check on Harley?
Yes.
And how was he?
He was fine.
Okay. Had he eaten anything?
I'm not sure.
Did you ask Christian if he had eaten?
No.
When you say you had just woke up, did you wake up on the futon? Is that where you were sleeping?
Yes.
And then Harley was in the back room when you woke up?
Yes.
So you don't know if Harley ate. Was he throwing up at this time or no?
No.
Okay. Was he his normal self? Was he still clingy?
Yes.
Was he clingy with just you, or was he clingy with Christian too, like anybody?
Just me. Like, when Christian came down, we just started raining.
Is that normal?
It's been on for a couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks, so what, every time Christian comes around and he starts whining? Does he say why he's whining? I know he's got limited vocabulary, but does he say any words that he just whines? Okay, so you said that he's acting normal, that he didn't know if he'd eaten, he was clean. Was he playing in the back room?
I think that day I put in the back room.
Was he laying in bed watching a movie, or was he playing with his toys watching a movie?
He was staying up there, so certain things.
Every time Christian comes around, Harley whines, 2 weeks running. Shannon has just, without knowing what she has done, given the detective the behavioral pattern that will structure the entire rest of the interrogation. Harley isn't afraid of his mother. He's afraid of the man his mother left him with.
Okay. What happened? What did he do then?
I think he had an attitude. He ended up his mom up back there in the DVD booth. He was out from under the thing. He messed up on him. Like he knocked on him for me.
What time is that?
So this is before you went to the store or before you went to Amscott?
Okay, so before you, did Uber take you to Amscott or was it Lyft? Lyft took you? So you said Lyft came and picked you up about what time?
I'm really not sure what it is.
What time do you think Lyft came and picked you up?
2, 4, I'm not really sure.
Okay, I have your phone here, and there is a text yesterday at 6:19 p.m. And it appears to be to Lyft. It says, "Be out in a minute, sorry for the wait." Is that when, did you text the Lyft driver that?
No, I texted him that when I was at Publix.
Okay, so this is when you're leaving Publix at 6:19?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she was living outside of what I was still in line. And I ended up having to hold the way because she
Before Lyft got there to pick you up to take you to Amscott, had Harley thrown up at all?
Yeah.
He was just acting clingy, and he was whining when Christian came around. Did you feed Harley at all before you left to go to Publix?
Really, because we didn't have any food yet.
Okay. So when Lyft came and picked you up, you went to Amscott first?
Yes. To Publix.
And the only thing you did at Amscott was cash your check? Okay. What did you do at Publix? Just grocery shop?
Mm-hmm.
So the Lyft came and picked you up, and did you go straight home from there?
Yes.
When you got home, well, let's back up. While you were in Publix, did Christian make contact with you?
Yes, he texted me.
Okay, and what did he tell you?
That Harley was going up. And I think he said Harley fell.
Harley fell?
Yeah.
Did he say what Harley fell on?
His car.
Did he say how that happened?
He said he don't know he was outside shooting his phones.
Did he go into any more detail than that? Okay. So he just texted you and said, Harley's throwing up. He fell on his potty. I was outside hanging up clothes.
If he takes first, but I can read the problems, there's no the service. I'll try to come back and go for that. The day talking back to him.
So he told you that over a phone call?
Her child is sick. Vomit on the bed. Vomit on the floor. The mother has just come back with groceries. What does she do next? She does not take him to a hospital. She does not call his pediatrician. She lays him back down, and, within the hour, she gets in a car with her friend Marissa and leaves the house. Again.
So you picked up ginger ale and crackers?
Yes.
When you got back home from Publix, what did you do?
I was texting Marissa on Snapchat. And she said that she would be there my room or towards her house and getting her some food. And she would pick me up.
And when you got home from Publix, did you check on Harley since Christian had told you that he was throwing up?
Yes.
Okay, and what was Harley doing?
He was in the bathroom and on the floor.
Was there still throw up everywhere? Was it still on the bed and on the floor?
Yeah.
So you knew that he was sick? Because you saw the throw up in the bedroom. Was it there before you left?
Yeah.
Okay. So you knew that he had thrown up sometime after you left and then when you got back from Publix, correct? And when you got back and he had thrown up, how was he acting? Was he acting the same as before you left? He didn't want to move? Where was he laying down at? In his bed or out in the front room?
Out there, he was laying in the bathroom there.
I have a question about, and I'm going by your text messages so we're trying to get an exact timeline of when everything occurred and what was going on. So that's why I'm looking at your, you said you texted the Lyft driver and it was at 6:19 p.m. and that's when you were leaving Publix. Okay. So did you go home when you left Publix?
Yes.
At 6:19? The Lyft driver took you home?
Yes.
Were you by yourself?
Yes.
Okay. When did you get the ginger ale and crackers?
Before Marissa came out, we went back to Publix.
Okay, so then y'all went back to Publix. How did you pay for the items when you?
Marissa found some money from Marissa until I went back to.
But you just cashed a check.
I know I left all the money at the house.
Okay. How did you pay for the first stuff that you bought at Publix?
I had the money with me because I just left the check cash.
Okay.
So how many times did you go to Publix yesterday? Okay. So earlier you told me that you went to Publix, you went past your check, you went to Publix, you came home. Then a little bit later Marissa came and picked you up.
Mm-hmm.
And you went to Marissa's house.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went to the smoke shop. And then you went to Publix. And then you went back to Marissa's house. And then she brought you home.
Yes.
Okay. So are those the 2 times that you went to Publix when you went by yourself and Lyft took you? And then the second time when Marissa took you?
Yes.
Okay. So the time that Marissa took you after the smoke shop, is that when you got the ginger ale?
Yeah.
All right. I need you to speak up just a little bit, okay? I know it's been a really long day, and if you need something to drink or anything, just tell me. I'll get you whatever you need, okay? But I do need you to speak up just a little bit.
Read the itinerary again, slowly. Publix. Home. Publix again. Marissa's house. Smoke shop. Publix a third time. Marissa's house again. Home. All of it happening while her 2-year-old son is in a back bedroom vomiting into a plastic potty chair.
But I do need you to speak up just a little bit.
Okay.
So you go home after Publix with the Lyft driver.
Yes.
When you got home, was Christian there?
Yes.
Was Harley there?
Yes.
there's a text.
Somebody else was saying that he had really been there when I got home. He was there, but he had no body.
Well, this is a text to him at 7:51 p.m. that says, "Damn, where you go?"
Yeah, because when I got home, I told him that everything, something always happened here with him. And he got mad because he told me he was going to see him.
So, what made you say that something always happens?
Because,
Speak up to me.
Because, not even a week before that, I came home, my baby had an eye infection.
But what happened in that moment that made you say that to him?
I told myself something.
And he wasn't in pain before you left?
Did you see anything on Harley that wasn't there before you left? Any marks or bruises? So he looked exactly the same as he did when you left, as when you got back home?
Yes.
During the time that you were gone, and I'm just trying to use your phone as a timeline.
Mm-hmm.
During the time that you were gone, the first time to Publix and to Amscott, did Christian call you, text you, FaceTime you, anything, and tell you about anything that had happened or Harley's behavior, or did he contact you at all the first time you were gone?
Yes, I was.
What do you?
He told me and he texted me.
What was the
I'm
text?
not really sure if it was the first time I was sitting time with the I believe the text was that I was or to the text message saying that he's in January.
Okay, that was later. But during the first trip, do you remember any communication with him? And that was during the first trip?
Something always happened here with him. Shannon typed that to Christian, herself, not once, as a pattern. And the detective has the receipt, time-stamped 7:51 p.m., the day her son died.
It looks like there was a couple. Does he FaceTime you a lot?
Yeah, because the only way we could get phone calls to each other is through FaceTime because of Wi-Fi.
Is that what y'all operate off of, is Wi-Fi? Both of you, or do you have cell service at all?
No, we don't use cell service in the camera.
Okay. So we have a missed call, a missed FaceTime at 5:57. And then another one, a canceled call at 5:57. And then it looks like at 5:58, another FaceTime, and it was 1 minute. Do you recall if you spoke to him?
Yes, I spoke to him.
On FaceTime?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you recall that conversation being about?
He said I was going up. He said he felt like from here to his body.
So he said Harley was throwing up, and he fell off the bed onto his potty. Did he say anything else?
I think so.
Did you ask him any questions about it?
I'll just tell him that I was going to finish grocery shopping and be on my way.
So at that point, did you know that Harley was sick? If he was called to say he was throwing up to pick up Ginger out. As a mom, you're like, I need to go home, he's sick.
Yeah.
Were you concerned about him at that point?
Yes.
Were you concerned about him because he was throwing up, or were you concerned about him because he was with Christian?
Both. Her own answer. She was worried Harley was sick, and she was worried he was with Christian in another accident. That word, another, is itself a confession. It presupposes there have been accidents before. The detective doesn't have to press. Shannon volunteered it.
L what?
L-Fine. I don't know something. I don't know what it means.
Like L-F-I-N-E?
Like E-L-A-F-F-O-N, and then baby,
D-E-Y?
Okay, here, is this E-L-A-F-F-A-N
yes,
and then B-E-Y? That's his Facebook name?
yes.
Okay, so when you got home, Christian was in the back, laying on the floor.
Harley was.
I'm sorry, Harley was. And you saw that he was throwing up, saw throw up on the bed, on the floor.
I never seen him throw up anything. I just seen him throw up on the floor. And it was burning, and I picked it up. It looked like it had peas and stuff in it. Because he said it looked like baby, so I just wanted to make sure it wasn't.
So you felt that Harley was sick enough that you needed to give him medicine, correct?
Yes.
And you said that you had given him the antibiotic for his eye infection, and you gave him some children's ibuprofen.
Yes.
Can I ask you why at that time you didn't take him to the hospital? Is there a reason you didn't want to take him to the hospital? Or what is the reason you didn't want to take him to the hospital?
The face. I was scared that his face.
That they were going to take him? When you say they, who are you talking about? Because of his face. Can you tell me, do you know how those injuries got on his face?
Yeah.
You don't?
He just takes me. The picture of my baby's face.
Does Harley have any developmental issues? Do the doctors think that there might be something wrong with him?
You know, I told the doctor, like, Harley had long hair, and I told the doctor that he pulled out his hair and that he'd be scratching himself and he felt bad temperature. But she said, that's the terrible twos. She said, he might be depressed, he needs to go out more or do stuff.
Did the doctor ever at any time during that appointment tell you that she thought he might have Down syndrome?
No.
Is there a reason why Christian would say that? Did you ever tell Christian that? That the doctor told you that he might have Down syndrome?
No, she said that we could run a test for ADHD.
Does Christian ever say that he thought Harley was retarded or had something wrong with him?
No, he said that he might have ADHD, but he said he never needed him.
No. Has Christian ever said anything to you that he thinks that Harley might be retarded or have anything wrong?
Harley is very smart.
No, I believe you. I absolutely believe that. I'm just saying, has Christian ever said anything to you like that?
So you took Harley to the doctor a couple weeks ago for a checkup, right? And that's where they said, referred you to the cardiologist for the heart murmur and things like that.
Yeah.
When you took him to the pediatrician that day, did he have those scratches on his face? Did he have the black and blue mark on his eye?
Mhm.
Did he have any injuries on him at all when you took him to the pediatrician?
I don't think so.
She's admitted it out loud, in her own voice, before the detective has even accused her of anything. The reason she did not take her son to the hospital was that his face was so badly marked they would take him. Not treat him, take him. And who they is in that sentence is DCF, the Department of Children and Families. She chose protecting Christian over saving her son. She made that trade with her eyes open, and now the detectives have it on tape.
Point where it was like bleeding and leaving marks.
I was just telling you scratches and saying for about his hair, I didn't go into detail.
Okay, so let's go back when you got home from Publix and you saw Harley. You didn't want to take him to Hard, Florida at that time because you were afraid that Department of Children and Families was going to get involved because of the injuries last week. So instead, you decided to give him medication.
And this is after the first trip to Publix. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
You haven't left yet with Marissa.
Did Harley eat at all when you were at home? From the time you got home from Publix to the time Marissa came and picked you up? Did he eat anything? Did you feed him anything? Did he drink anything besides the medicine that you gave him? Did you give him anything to drink? You gave him some water. Did he drink it?
Yes.
Right. Did you notice when you got home, besides Harley's face, did you notice anything else about him that seemed off? What I'm getting at is, when did you notice that because earlier you said that his tummy was hard. When did you notice that his tummy was hard?
Christian telling me that his tummy was getting big a couple of days ago. But he also been telling me he'd been eating a lot. So.
When did you notice that his stomach was getting bigger and it was hard?
Yesterday when I was laying down.
And he never used any of his words? Never said hurt, never said mom?
Well, he just kept grabbing my head saying,
So he was using his words. He was saying mommy.
How was he acting other than that? What was his demeanor like?
he didn't want me to get up. He didn't hold his stomach. His eye was low.
His eyes were rolling then at 10 o'clock? Like, what do you mean when you say rolling?
Like, he just, like, he couldn't control the movement of his eyes. It was just, I thought it was because his stomach was turning and it hurt.
Had you ever seen him like this before? And at this point, why didn't you take him to the doctor or to the hospital?
Because I didn't see that look on his face.
Did you talk to Christian about it at all?
You know, tell him I can't even take him to the hospital because of his face and stuff.
What did Christian say? Did he agree with you? Or did he tell you to take him?
He agreed with me, but after Harley passed out.
Well, I mean, we're not talking about after Harley passed out, though. We're talking about
10 o'clock.
at 10 o'clock when you got home, and you didn't want to take him still because of DCF.
He said, you know.
So you said, I don't want to take him to the hospital because I don't want him to call DCF. He said, I know.
Yeah, he said, I'm in bed.
So did he ever tell you, no, we need to take, did he tell you at that point, no, we need to take him? Or did he agree with you?
He agreed with me at that point.
So, you text him, where are you? He responds back, waiting on dude to come out. I don't know what he doing. I done smoked my square already. What's a square?
A cigarette.
Just a regular cigarette?
How long after that before he came home?
Say about 15, 20 minutes.
After you text him? So maybe 10:45, 10:50?
Is that when Christian got home, is that when you talked to him about taking him to the hospital?
After that, we didn't talk about taking to the hospital until actually tell us about it wasn't so.
When Christian went to pay this guy the $20 that he owed him for weed, did he also purchase weed? So at this point, the only weed that you're aware that's in the house is the $20 that you got from Marissa? The $20 worth that you got from Marissa?
Yes.
Did you have any weed in the house prior to that? Of what you purchased from Marissa?
I think he had some weed.
Right, and where was that kept at?
In the back room in his drawer.
In Christian's drawer? Which drawer is that?
Both of the drawers in the back.
Is it the drawers to the beds, or is there other dressers back there?
It's just one dresser.
So is it in the drawer of the dressers?
No, it's the drawer that the TV's still on top of.
Is it a tall dresser? Is it a short dresser?
A short dresser.
So how many drawers are in the dresser?
2.
Was the weed kept in the bottom drawer or the top drawer?
Mostly the top.
So is it almost like a nightstand?
Yes.
Or is it a dresser?
No, nice.
A nightstand. So would it be safe to say that Harley is able to get into those drawers? He's tall enough to get into those drawers? So was the weed in reach where Harley could get to it?
Yes.
Is there any chance that Harley got a hold of any of that? And ingested any of it?
I'm not sure. He has spoken.
He has ingested the weed before? And what did you guys do when that happened?
I told him he to put it up.
Did you take him to the hospital at all for that?
Did he get sick when that happened?
How long ago was that?
I'm sure about a month or 2.
About a month or 2 ago? Okay.
How do you know that he got into the weed and ate it then?
Because Christian was mad that he ate his weed. So that's why it was like super weird.
Did either of you see Harley eat it?
We just knew it was in the drawer and it was gone and Harley was back there.
Did you keep it in anything in the drawer or just loose in a bag?
Sometimes we keep it in the container.
What kind of bag?
Maybe Tupperware container.
Tupperware container?
So you get home from being with Marissa.
Mm-hmm.
When you got home, Christian was there. What was Christian doing when you got there?
I believe he was sitting on the futon smoking a cigarette, watching TV.
Okay, and did he tell you anything, or did you ask him how Harley had been while you were gone, or was there any conversation about Harley?
He just kept telling me, I don't know, I had to stop talking to him because he kept telling me stupid stuff. Like he had to sit next to Harley and he had to see his eyes rolling and talking about some he rolled his eyes at me. He don't want me to be by him. And I'm like, he not rolling his eyes, seeing pain over his tongue shut.
He say anything else? Did he say if Harley threw up anymore while you were gone?
10 p.m. Her son's eyes are rolling back in his head. His stomach, in her own words, is rock hard. He cannot use words. And the mother and the boyfriend have a conversation, and both agree, no hospital, because of his face. This is 5 hours before the 911 call. 5 hours in which Harley was alive, and in which a mother's choice was to protect the man who beat him.
There's text messages that say, I just snapped on him. These text messages go way back. And there's a text message in there from you to Christian that says, fuck him up. Do you remember that? Why?
I didn't mean it like when you say it sound like I meant like beat him, but I just meant like give him a whooping,
Like not kill him, just beat him.
Yeah. Not like beat him, like, cause you could even ask the lady that I stayed with. They used to get on me because I would have popped him for some of the stuff that he did. Don't like hitting Harley.
No parent likes to hit their child. I'm going to go a step further and tell you that doctor has looked at the bruising on his face. It's not a hand.
What is it?
Well,
That's what we're wanting you to tell us. That's why we're asking if there's anything in the house that would make those marks. Because he was hit with something and it wasn't a hand.
is there,
I really thought
have you ever
it was
seen,
a hand because it looked like the webs were from between the fingers.
have you ever seen Christian swinging anything, any kind of wire, any kind of cord, anything cylindrical, long,
He usually just move on with the belt. Or it's like, I told him one of the belts is too hard to be whipping with, so it's like, purse strap is like this material on one side.
Here we go again. That is the detective's line. And it lands, because Shannon has now told 3 different versions of how her boyfriend disciplines her son inside a 5-minute window. His hand, then a belt, then a purse strap. The detective is not raising her voice. She doesn't have to. She is watching Shannon's story rewrite itself in real time.
This material on one side, and it's like thin leather, not even leather, it's just like,
all right, well, here we go again, because you told us that he just spanks him on the butt with his hand, but now it's a belt. What else?
that's the only thing I see.
Where's this purse strap at?
It should be hanging on the door of the house.
And it's to your purse? Is all your stuff in your purse?
It should be.
What color is the purse?
Black.
How long of a strap is it? Is it a long purse that hangs down to the waist?
It's like this one. The strap is meant to go on for to hang through the waist.
Okay. And one side of it is leather?
And also this material.
Besides the purse strap, have you ever seen him use anything else? Not necessarily even just saying to hit Harley with, but just walking around the house, swinging something, or something he would play with, or anything that you can think of that's in the house. The house isn't that big. Even being pushed against something that would have something long, cylindrical maybe,
something probably fairly talking about something this width right here. So fairly, I mean, even placing a pin down, something maybe even smaller than this around. Anything that you can think of.
If I look at it, the belt is about this thick. The belt strap is more piece.
Does that belt strap come off your purse? It does. It has the little clips on it that you can unclip. How about, do you have an antenna in the house on your TVs? Not even on the one in the living room or the front room?
You just watch off the game and see that.
What about the cords that like the PlayStation is attached to? Does Harley ever crawl under there and play with any of those cords?
No.
Are those cords able to be pulled out and undone?
The way it's set up, like it's you know, the what do they call it?
The built-in wall?
Yeah, the built-in wall under it is like a thing with a whole bunch of plugs on it, and that's for all the games. And the way that we sit, usually somebody's always sitting right here, so he can't get to the plugs.
Okay. How about any coat hangers in the house? Do you have coat hangers in the house? Do you have plastic coat hangers? Do you have metal coat hangers?
I'm not sure.
Have you ever seen Christian walking around swinging a coat hanger, swinging cords, swinging your purse string?
I'm sure.
Your strap?
Yeah, he usually keep it on the door.
Is the strap hooked to the purse right now?
Yeah.
How long has it been since it was hooked to
the actual purse that it bolted on? I think I had that purse.
Okay, so this strap, what color is the strap?
It's black on one side and it's like leopard gray, black and white leopard print on the other side.
Does Harley play with the strap at all? When have you seen him play with that?
Like,
Harleywood?
Where would you learn that behavior? Huh? With that same belt or purse strap? Have you ever seen Christian hit him with that anywhere else?
No, he told me that every time he looked at me, I would make a mistake and hit him in the face.
When did he tell you that?
You know, it was a good time to look for sure. He said that he is scratching himself.
And do you recall if it left a mark at that time? Shannon, these are pretty significant events. He's beating your child. Do you remember? If you don't, you don't. But if you remember, you need to say something now. This is not the time to magically forget to protect him.
I'm not, I promise,
I know it's been a long day, but that little boy, this is your last chance to help him. When I spoke to you this morning, and I asked you what the marks on his face looked like, you said it looked like when somebody gets hit by a belt and it welts up. When you saw it on Saturday, that's how you described it. It's on the recorder. That's what you described it like. Have you seen those same marks on that child before? When, where, and by who? When? A month ago? And who did it? Did you see him do it? How do you know he did it?
because I came back to work and he was telling me what it was for Harley.
Did you ask him about it? And?
They just wanted to tell me how he made a mistake when he was getting more than they hit him in the face.
Did he say what he hit him with?
With the belt.
Was it belt or the purse strap?
I think it was the belt.
Is there a specific belt that you guys use to spank him?
I told him it's the purse strap because the other one was some those to something else.
So you told him, in lieu of the belt, hit him with this. At what point should you have stepped in there and said, don't hit him at all? Or better yet, don't leave my child with him?
I did, but I don't know if nobody ever had nobody else to babysit.
That's not true.
I even
You had Shondell.
every time I ask her, she tells me no.
Then you know what? You figure something out, but you don't leave your child with the man who does this.
Did you ever hit him with the belt? If you did, now's the time. Did you leave marks like this?
No.
Where did you hit him at? On the front of his legs or the back of his legs? On the side of his legs? Was it over his clothing or under his clothing? Over his clothing? So when you hit him on his legs, he had pants on?
Yes.
Or do you just have a diaper on? So did you ever hit his skin with that belt?
Yeah.
It was always on a diaper or on clothing?
Yes.
Did you ever hit him in the face?
I was trying to spank his legs. He took up his knees.
Did you ever hit him with the purse strap?
Yeah, on his knees.
On his hands?
I never hit him to make bruises. And then when I do hit him with the ball, he popped me like 3 times. They tell me to go lay down.
What door does the purse strap hang on?
The door that goes from the kitchen into the bathroom.
When you were hitting him with the belt, you and Christian, did you use the same belt all the time? What belt was it? You said, are you calling the belt the purse strap?
But you said there was another belt.
Yeah, it was the black belt that Christian used to use that he wears.
Christian's belt or your belt?
Christian.
Does it have a buckle on it?
Yes.
Silver, gold? What does this belt look like?
It's a silver belt and it's all black.
Silver buckle with an all black belt. Is it leather, cloth?
It
And where is it?
should be hanging up in the room on the wall by the TV.
Are there any other belts like this in the house?
I got a silver and black belt.
Did he get hit with that one?
At the hand, like rhinestones and stuff.
Hanging up on the wall by the TV is not a normal spot for a belt. Is that easy access to spank him?
You know, it's just where we keep all the beds covered.
Is that the front room or the back room?
It's like a hat hook and we keep the hats and the belts there.
In the front room or the back room?
Back room.
In the back room?
When Christian hit Harley, when he might have hit him in the face, why was he disciplining him that time? What had Harley done? When you say his stuff, his penis? And peed on the floor? Is that maybe one of the times that he says he beat his ass? Because I do recall some text messages where he shows you a picture and said he just pulled his, whatever he says, he pulled it out and pissed all over the floor or something along those lines. Is that the same time that you're talking about? And Christian told you when you got home and saw it that he might have missed and hit him in the face. Is that what he said? If not, please correct me.
Yes.
And that particular instance, do you know what belt or purse strap was used? Was the mark, what side of the face was it on that time?
Probably the same side.
Was the mark similar to what you see there? Is that why you made the reference to the belt this morning? I can understand that. Is there anything else you need to tell us? You know what I do want to know is when you see these pictures and then it bruised up and his eye turns black, why didn't you take him to the doctor then? Even before Monday, even before he starts throwing up?
I honestly didn't think that it was gold. I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
You didn't think he was going to die? Well, I'm not a doctor, and I don't know that he died from this. But why didn't you call the police and say, this guy just beat my son? Because you knew that wasn't a scratch mark. You didn't want what?
I didn't want to believe he was hurting him.
You believe it now?
Yes.
Who were you trying to protect? Christian? You wouldn't have a babysitter if Christian went to jail. Is that right? I mean, I understand.
Because he paid the price. That is where the first interview effectively ends. Shannon Short will later be charged with child neglect for failing to get Harley to the hospital and with drug and probation violations related to the marijuana in the trailer. But it is what she said, out loud, to a detective, that will decide her case. She protected the man who was hurting her son because she needed a babysitter.
Be back in just a minute. Do you need anything? Do you need to use the restroom? Shannon, is there anything else that you think we need to talk about or we need to discuss that we haven't talked about? Reference to Harley and everything that happened. All right, this concludes the interview. The time is now 20:08 hours on July 31st, 2018.
Who's time?
Okay.
Who's time?
Sure. Okay. So. So as of right now, it looks like the state attorney's office is doing the violation of probation, okay, the possession of the weed, possession of drug paraphernalia, okay. Then they're also doing a child neglect charge for not getting Harley the medical attention he needed. Okay. Do you have any questions for me about those charges as to why? Or do you understand why you're being charged with those?
Luckily, carefully, I'll be present as well.
And you, Christian, both admitted to smoking it, none of it was your guys's. The violation of probation, of course, is because of the new charges. And the child neglect is because of not getting Harley to the hospital when he needed to be there. Okay?
What is Christian charged with?
He's going to be charged with the same things, and then he's also going to be charged with 2 counts of child abuse for hitting Harley in the face with the gun. So we have a couple more charges. I'm going to put the stuff into evidence for you, so when you get out, you'll have it. Or I mean, into property at bookends, so that way when you get out, you'll have it. Do you have any jewelry on you? Any piercings anywhere? Any rings, bracelets, anything like that? Are you wearing a bra? What color is that? Gray? Right. Are you wearing underwear? Do you have anything else on besides under those red shorts?
Yeah.
So the blue shirt, the bra, the red shorts, the socks, and the slippers. Any money in here? You left it all down. Pretty sure that we've seized that with the search warrant.
So is your mom ready to look it up?
Once the case is disposed of. Yes. Huh? Yep.
Hey, Christian. Christian. Hey. Oh, get a tissue, buddy. It's okay. It's been a long night, I'm sure. You been up all night?
2 hours.
So Christian, I'm Detective Shannon. This is Detective Bright. We're with the Sheriff's Office. As you're aware why we're here, we're trying to figure out what's going on with Harley. Okay? We're hoping that you can help us figure out what's wrong with him so we can get so the doctors can do what they need to do. Okay? While we were searching the house, we came across some weed in the house. Shannon already told us that there was going to be weed in the house. It's not a big deal. We're not concerned about that. What we're concerned about is trying to make sure Harley's going to be okay. But because of that, I've got to read you Miranda rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during any questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights? Okay. Okay. So what can you tell me about Harley?
What exactly is in here about?
Anything. I don't know.
Well, he's not your son, right?
It's like my son. But I mean, he's a 2-year-old that's like full of energy, and like I don't know how to explain it. Like he does this thing where you take him to the doctor, and like average kids when you try to get them to do something, how they just fall out because they don't like not getting their way. They say it's attention seeking. He does it all the time. It's like if he asks for juice, he gonna get his juice. He gonna fall out right there. And like when I first seen him do it, I asked him like we know what to think. He'll grow out of it. Maybe he's a little special, but like he'll scratch his face, headbutt stuff, jump out the chair, out the bed. So I just told her record it so he can take it to the doctor. And she goes to the doctors and he's like, oh, he's too young and all this.
There's some behavior issues.
Yeah, and it's like they never got better. It was just getting worse and worse to the point to where we had to sit here and like we had to hold his hand, stop him from like scratching his face or doing whatever he was doing. And he'll bite his feet or something. It's like just a lot of weird stuff going on. And like I said, I have a little girl, and I've never seen my baby. I've never seen none of her cousins and none of her family members do none of this stuff. So
How old are you?
I'm 26, just turned 26.
And you have a little girl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How old is she?
3.
And she doesn't act the same way?
She was talking 9 months when she could talk. She started walking like for a little bit before she was 1. Now I FaceTime her every day. It's like she doesn't do none of that stuff.
How long has Harley been acting like that?
Since I've been.
So did the doctor say it's like a terrible twos kind of thing?
Well, they was trying to get her. They was trying to get her. Just say it was just so all babies do that. They tried to tell her it was like just a baby thing. She went on with it. She was just. He still grew out of it, and you know what I'm saying? The doctor said he's just a boy, and he's immature, so all this stuff. And like, she said he fell out for the doctors. The doctors gave him something, and they took her forward and said he picked up the little toy he was playing with and threw it in the room. So he was just showing out being normal Harley for the doctors, and it was like, oh, he might have Down syndrome or something. And she said she was.
Listen to the shape of Christian's opening move. Before the detective can ask a single specific question, he has constructed the defense he plans to run for the next 11 hours. The boy is special. The boy scratches himself. The boy jumps out of chairs. The boy is a mystery even to doctors. Every injury on this 2-year-old body is being pre-explained as the child's own fault. This is not the answer of a man who was asked what happened. This is the answer of a man who was rehearsed.
So, and she said she was trying to get medicine. Like, only 2.
Did you go to the doctor with her when she took him? Do you know when she took him to the doctor?
It's the pediatric place right on my
In Davenport?
The Publix at San Line at 27?
Like from the house, from where I was at, left.
Well, how long you said since you've known him, how long have y'all been together?
Me and her been 5, 6 months.
Have you lived together the whole time?
Yeah, for the most part, because, we've been in the park for like, 4 or 5 minutes. I want to say,
How is she as a mother?
She is an awesome lady. I mean, she loves him to death. It's like, we stay up all night. Every time he got sick, we up all night. She'd have to go to work the next morning, and I promise she'll stay up that whole night with him just to make sure he was alright. And we'd be up before she go to work. She like an overprotective mother, basically. That baby could be running and he'll fall, and she, it's crazy because like he was watching her, he was just there, and he started like rolling his eyes. It was like 2:30. He started rolling his eyes and gritting his teeth. And at 2:45, she called. And somehow her phone got disconnected, so at 3:06, I had to call off my phone. And he was just laying there. And the lady on the phone was trying to tell us what to do, but I mean, it's crazy. I was just sitting there. It's like I didn't hear nothing she was saying. I was just there. She was trying to have a breath, and he was holding his hand, and he was just there. That's all I see.
Hard to watch when our babies are sick.
Just can't stop seeing him go to school. I think it's lack of sleep, just worried, check on him or something, but it's just, you don't know. People, how do you not know? You don't know. Everybody in our family know how hard he is. Everybody who's babysitting know how he is. So it's like, what? You ain't know what to do.
Who babysits him?
I was babysitting.
Do you normally babysit him?
Yes, I'll babysit him, and her friend, she had a friend babysitting him.
Who was that? You don't know her name?
I remember her face. I'm gonna say it was quite something. I'm not really sure.
How often did she babysit him?
It was just like, if I had to do something, I wanted to be able to babysit him. When she would watch it again, I'll come back in.
All right.
Yeah. A lot of the crews were like, they was just, I don't know.
So that's how you met Shannon?
Well, yeah, I met her on crew. So.
How old was Harley when you met her?
Harley was 2, I think, 2 or 1. Yeah, Harley, he just like, he been the same age, he just been getting big. Like,
he's a big boy.
And to be too, like, cause all he wants is like food and all this, and like to stop him from falling out, you give it to him, because I'd rather see him eating something than banging his head on something, anything. So you give it to him, and I was like, man, he's getting pretty big. Like,
you say falling out. What do you mean by that?
I don't know where he get it from. He'll fall straight back like ugh. And he make noises. He run. He get in bed, jump like this kid. Get in the bed and jump out the bed.
Like Superman?
No, like belly flop on the ground type jump. And like it was like what he did yesterday. It was like around It was 6 or 7. I laid him down. I went outside to get my clothes on. Right. And I wasn't paying no attention, putting my clothes off, I hear doom. Oh God. So the only thing I can think of is, pull the TV over, something. So I run in there. He had okay, you guys live in the house, right?
I have been to the house now.
Well, there's these 2 swimming beds in the back. He played in the room, so we just do him because the house is small. He just run back and forth. But he took his potty and he sat it in the middle of the bed and jumped on top of the potty.
From the bed?
Yes. And when I went in there, he was laying on top of the potty, throwing up green stuff everywhere, all over the room. I mean, they
Throwing up?
Yes.
Well, how do you know he jumped if you weren't? Is that
because he had to throw up it was throw up in the bed. It was throw up all over the floor. It's like he got in the bed because he was playing with his car, and it's like he got in the bed got throw up spots like he was there, and I was thinking that he was in the bed and he started throwing up and he was trying to get up or something and he fell. That's the only thing I could think of because when he's sick, he don't really just show out and act crazy. And
how many rooms is there?
And he just started throwing up. So my first instinct was to get him on time. And I texted her because she was gone getting groceries. I texted her, told her please get him some ginger ale and some sauce and cracker because he do have a stomach bug and I feel it. And she was like, okay, so 5 minutes later she come back with him. And we weren't able to leave his side from there. It's like,
when did he start getting sick?
Honestly, I want to say he started getting sick around probably 5, 6 was throwing up. He just came off an eye infection 3 days ago. We probably thought it was that medicine that he was on because he was acting better, but he started acting a little weird after we got holding down and put medicine in his eyes from the infection. So he was just acting off. When I woke up this morning, I woke up at 6, and he was just sitting there playing, laying on his bed, and he was moving his hand, and he was playing with his toys, just moving it back and forth. And he said, juice. And I was like, no, you can't get no juice right now, baby. So when I got up around 10:30, 11, we got these little cups, cereal bar, Fruit Loops. I gave him one of those. He ate all the cereals, and that's the last thing he ate for the whole day. He didn't eat nothing else. And we was just like, what's going on? And Shannon was like, well, he hasn't pooped in 2 days. I think he's constipated. Because like I said, he plays in the school game. He hasn't did that in 2 days. So we were like, what's going on? And, he just tried to sit it out, and he just kept making noises, and, it's hard. We was thinking that he was okay and he was going to be alright. And I can't enough attention.
So, was the first time he got sick when you found him, when you were outside and you heard the noise? Was that the first time he threw up yesterday, or was it? Was it before then? He wasn't acting right.
Yeah, he was acting weird the whole day, but when I seen him throw up, it was around that time.
Okay.
It was around 6 when I had to.
And she was at the store when that happened?
Yeah, she was going to get groceries. I had to let her know to bring him some crackers and some ginger ale. She lost a Pedialyte too. That does.
When you say he was acting kind of off, what do you mean by that? Earlier?
Usually, he running back and forth through the house, looking out the window, truck, and, saying ball, talking and just being a baby. And he was just bored. Looking weird. It's like he was looking at us and, we'll say, Harley, you okay? And he would be like, okay. Barely speaking and just oh.
And this was yesterday?
This was
Monday.
If you look in his cover, you're gonna see this brown looking unique stuff. And that's what he started doing after the brain stuff.
After the brain stuff?
Yeah, the brain stuff came. I mean, you can't use this vouch brains just for. When you walk in, you gotta see it. Like the guy that was walking behind me, I was trying to show it to him. He was like, he was kind of scared because he was telling me don't touch the covers and stuff. But I was like, okay, you know, I'm looking down and look at this. And he was like, oh, I saw all of that. And I'm like, yeah, we don't know. Oh, yeah. And it's like, oh, man, it's just kids. And he's like, all right, I've seen enough. But other than that, he thought he was constipated, stomach bug. I'm still in the middle of it.
So Harley is, I'm assuming he gets into a lot of mischief and he has a lot of accidents. Can you tell me some of the accidents that he's had lately or what he's done?
Well, right from the start, the first thing that almost made me black out was, you know, like little remote control cars, big wheels.
Mm-hmm.
He had them, and like he's a destructive way. You buy him a toy that day, his goal is to break it that day. So he throw it and beating him to break it. I took the top off where it's just an inside plastic part, and it's like square on the wheels. Now, the first thing that he did that was horrible was he was trying to hold on to the counter and skate on the wheel on the little car. He slipped off of it. And some kind of way he fell on it, like he fell on the potty, like with his private dent into the plastic pieces of the car, and then busted his little dinghy open. And I had to take him to the doctor for that. And the doctor was telling me the only thing, the hardest thing was going to be for us to do is to stop him from messing with it, because every time it kind of heal up, he'll pull it and, pull it until it start bleeding again. And I was thinking that was never heal. Right after that happened, he just started, it's always something. And it's like, I tell her, record him, take it to the doctor. I mean, it's something they can do. They can't keep telling you it's nothing they can do. It's something that they can do. And he go out of it, he's so proud of it. And, nobody even wants to say that their child is, kind of retarded. The doctor told her that he might have Down syndrome, but they can't give him no medicine. And I mean, he can't talk at all. He piece words. Like if you say something, he can say it back to you. And so it's kind of hard to deal with him, because if you say you hurt, he gonna say hurt. And if you say car, he gonna say car. Whatever you say, he gonna say it back to you. So we was trying to, teach him how to talk, to let us know when he's feeling bad. And the only thing he kind of caught on to, we asked him, "Are you okay?" And he said, "I'm okay. I'm okay." And he keeps saying it. And yesterday, he was asking, he was just looking he couldn't keep his eyes open. Like, he'll look at us and his eyes will go like this.
Like roll back in his head?
Yes, and then he'll look again, and this is like 2:30ish. First time he rolled, I told her to call. She was just nervous because, our thing is, we love Harley to death, but our thing is, we know what things look like. A lady, I saw her in the store, and this is when Harley scratched his face, and the lady was like, something. I forgot what she told me the lady said. She was like, "Oh, don't worry, my grandson does the same thing. He headbutts stuff, scratches his face," and she was like, "It's just terrible twos." And, and I'm thinking, I never saw that. I ain't never seen a 2-year-old do that. And
well, talking about those scratches, when did that happen?
He been doing it,
scratching his face?
Yeah, it started off, it was 2 of them. And then on this side of his face, he just scratched it so much to where the lines were just coming, he would slap his. Do you
see him do this? You see him?
Yes, and that's what I would tell her. She didn't understand it. I would tell her, baby, you got to take him to the doctor, because regardless of how any of this happened, it looks like somebody's beating this baby. And I would tell her, like, I mean, I'm sorry, we black. It looked like somebody beating this child. Everybody else around us knows what's going on, but for people who don't know, they see him outside playing, they stuff is just call the police. I take him outside and try to let him play 30, 60 minutes, let him run around and be a kid, but his face and stuff. People come around and looking like, what's his face? I'm like, do you want to know, like, where I start? It's like, it hurt me because she's so hurt and we don't know what to do. And the doctors asking me, like, they can't help us. And for her to watch the only son she got down here, go through all this pain, it hurts me because, like, I'm the one there with it. And I just don't know what I would do. I'm sorry. I don't know what I would do. I mean, I try to watch him. I try to look after him the best way I could. Like, he's my own son. And I don't understand a lot of things he do. And doctors don't want to help.
Could it be a discipline issue? Did she discipline him? And so I guess what I'm saying, could his bad behavior be a lack of discipline?
Then that could be it, because she...
It looks like somebody beating this child. Christian's own words. He does not say this is a mistake or that people are wrong. He says everyone who sees Harley in public thinks somebody is beating him, and that's why they don't take him outside. He is confessing to what it looks like, while insisting it isn't.
That's why I just don't understand, like, whatever sickness he got or whatever he's going through, he gotta beat it. He gotta beat that. Man, that made me give us life.
Well, besides him falling on the car and him scratching his face, is there anything else that he's done lately?
Yeah, he scratched all the skin off his nose.
What was that?
This is like during the eye infection area. This is like 4 days, 45 days ago. He was putting Fox over his hands because every time he put the medicine in his eyes, he started screaming, freaking out, kicking, and he'd just be doing this. And like, what? She's like, he's trying to scratch his face. Because he had already had a scratch up down here, he scratched on this way. Nighttime, some kind of way he got the glove off and scratched the whole patch off his nose. And the messed up part about it was when he went back to the doctor, she said that the lady asked what happened to his nose and why was the scratch on his nose, like, sideways or something. But what they figured what he did was he was scratching his nose because it was itching. And when he'd be in there playing, instead of scratching his nose because he got on the gloves, he can't scratch his nose, so he put his head on the carpet and do this. And we'll catch him, you know what I'm saying, just laying down. What is he doing? She's like, pick him up. And like, it's just unexplainable. Like, I never witnessed it, so.
What was the deal with the eye infection? Did the doctor say like what kind of infection it was or how he got it?
Well, actually, the eye infection comes because he plays in his poop and he rubs it all over his face and all over his body. And this is every morning. He do this like 2-3 times a day, and that's how we knew something was wrong with him, because he didn't do it in 2 days.
I would lose my mind.
No.
No, I would lose my mind.
Listen, digging in his pamper, his potty right there. Sometimes he'll take the pamper off, put it in the potty, and still just be digging in it. Rub it all over the walls.
Get that boy a sandbox.
Rub it on the blinds. Rub it on the pictures. Like if y'all go in the room, you're gonna notice. It's 2 blue bags right there at the end of the bed. Mm-hmm. Open them bags. All the covers,
Does she have any other kids?
Yes. Her mom has another. She has 2 more boys. She got a 7-year-old boy. I can't remember his name. I think she got like a 5-year-old.
Have you ever met those kids? But now with Harley, you've kind of been in the picture for 6, 7, 8 months ish. Yeah, I wanted to name because what we were gonna do, Harley, he was, he's too much for us sometimes, and what we were trying to do is we were going to take Harley to Detroit to her mom's, and we were just gonna get,
the oldest kid, because he wanted to come down with his mom and stuff. But Shannon was just like, I can't take my baby down. I gotta have my baby. I mean, I understand it. I love Harley. I understand it, but her goal was to, was working, she would start working so she could get a house so she would get all her kids down there with her, because she talked to them, they missed her, and I want to get my daughter down here as well.
Right.
Because she ever talked about is Disney, and I see Mickey Mouse.
Now, you said that you were trying to get everything in order to get a job. But for now, until you get a job, you basically, when Shannon is at work, you are Harley's primary caregiver. I mean, you take care of him. And I mean, you said this isn't new to you. You have a child, and then you were. Have you ever had, or like when you have kids or anything, do they give you like any CPR training, or have you ever had any kind of, like in school, did you get anything like that?
No CPR training. That would have been good. So.
Well, that's, I mean, you know, you don't, it's always good to know, I guess, but I just didn't know if like, it just sounds like he started getting sick. Maybe he got a bug, or maybe something was, and then it was just getting worse. I just didn't know sometimes, you know, sometimes people have medical training.
That's why we were hoping the hospital to tell us, because everything was it, stomach virus.
Did he ever have a temperature?
Fever.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have the thermometer, but I felt his forehead, and it was hot.
He felt warm to you?
Yeah, he felt warm, and we cut the air on, and he wouldn't get under the cover, and like usually when we cut the air on, he gets straight under the cover.
Be cold natured?
I didn't say he's cold natured. He get cold quick, I want to say. And this time we cut the air on, and he was, just trying to stretch out to feel the air.
When you felt his head, how did you feel it?
Yes, when my body was kind of like this. And it felt a little warm, but like I said, I didn't really know much about the doctor stuff. Like he's more of a mom or baby. Like he loves her to death. So it's like he's mommy, and then she leaves. He say chin chin.
He calls it chin chin.
Well, he trying to say Christian.
He
can't. And he say Dad. And, he just I'm his last option. But I don't care. I love that kid.
How does he act when Shannon goes to work?
He hates it. He's as soon as she walk out the door, he starts trying. Most of the time. Or he try to leave, he say pants on. And he try to hurry up and walk out the door. Like when she start getting dressed, if he have a pamper on, he used to go in his room and start getting through his clothes, start trying to put the clothes on and the shoes on so he can leave with her. And he did have an episode where he was pulling out his hair too. We don't know what that was about. That was like a week or two ago. He pulled out like a whole patch here, he pulled out on the sides.
Did you see him pull it out?
Well, I didn't see him, but Shannon, when she got in from work, she went to go check on him, and she said she thought that he had her wig in because he played on her wigs and stuff. And she kept right on giving him a kiss, and she noticed that was his hair, and the hair was all around, and she was like, "Baby, he's pulling out his hair," and we started like Google was a part of our life because we started Google, Binging, like especially stuff we don't know. And the only thing that was coming up was either he's depressed, he needs some toys, he needs to get out more. And so we started doing that.
Did y'all Google anything when he started getting sick? Like I do that too all the time. Yeah. Like I Google stuff trying to find symptoms. Did y'all look up anything on your phones
That's how we came to the conclusion of the constipation and even constipation or stomach virus, because the way he was acting, that was really the only thing that was popping up, like stomach virus, flu, constipation, and
Did you Google it or was Shannon Googling?
We were both Googling.
Oh, okay.
We were both Googling it because like, with Google, you gotta read like 5 to 6 different.
So you don't have 2 phones going at once.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's like, cause like what I found out on Google, every time I Google something, just don't pop up. Just don't have symptoms, and then I gotta go to another website and go to B, and then go to something else just to try to see what's the main thing that is similar. Because it's amazing what the internet's saying nowadays.
Oh, it's crazy. It's a little scary.
Yeah.
Christian, when did you say that Harley went to the hospital for the eye infection?
I want to say it was like 34 days ago. I'm not sure, but that's how long, because he was just coming off the eye infection. He was just starting to feel better. You know what I'm saying? With the medicine, he was just at the last of it. He opened his eyes. And I mean, he was acting odd, but his eyes were open and his eyes. So regardless of that, they might think we got to take it. I mean, we just don't want to be a crazy situation.
And how long has he been scratching his face for?
Scratching his face. It started probably overseas. It started a month ago. He had 2 little scratches on his face.
So has he had like consistently he's had scratches on his face for that long? Like have it healed and gone away?
He scratches them and then it scab up, and he peels the scab every day. He just scratch it off every day. And I mean, if you look at his face, you're gonna see scratches. I used to pick up his hands and it'd just be blood and skin and scabs under his nails. I was like, we gotta cut his nails, baby. And I mean, his nails not even that long, and he can still scratch it. So I don't understand.
When Shannon took him to the pediatrician, did he ever have those scratches on his face? Did they see them where they could give him some medicine or something for him to try to heal them?
I think they told her to use Neosporin.
Just to put Neosporin on him?
Yeah, I'm not sure, because like when she went there, she talked to him about everything, because like we very concerned parents, like we don't know why he's doing this, what can we do to stop him from doing a lot of things that he do, and just to get rejected because we heard she said we can't to take medicine. It's like we don't know what's doing.
But the face scratching started like a month ago?
Yeah, he's like, when he get mad, he'll do something. Like that's the thing. Like, just say like he hadn't pulled on his PP forever. But if he know that we don't like it, or that's something that's gonna make us mad, he's gonna do it, because I mean, it's like I don't know.
Right.
He just does.
Push your buttons.
Yeah, he just does it, and it ain't more of like us being mad at him for doing it. It's more of us being concerned. Why do you do it? Like we are nothing but good to you. We try to do everything. We ain't got much. We try to do everything. And he don't get his way. So, and I used to say it was spoiled at first. I used to say he was just spoiled. One of the doctors told her that he was aggressive, attention seeker. So, with that up, basically he was talking about kids banging their heads on the wall for attention and do a lot of crazy things that people can't explain. So I was like, yeah, he definitely fit this category. Where's the medicine for this? Like,
right.
So to your knowledge, have the doctors diagnosed him with anything?
Yeah.
No kind of mental illness or anything?
They were supposed to take him to a room, and they were supposed to like watch his actions, I think, for a whole day, because they wanted to say he had Down syndrome, but they didn't run the test, so they wasn't sure. But they saw how he was acting and a lot of the things he was doing. I think they saw him scratch his face. They saw him do a lot of the stuff. She said he had jumped in the chair to jump out the chair, and she grabbed him, but the doctor saw him. She was like, yeah, he was just acting a fool for these doctors. And I'm like, oh my God, well, at least they can see what we got to go through. And somebody help us. It hurts. It hurts watching this kid you love, like, just hurt themselves and beat themselves up. And you don't got no explanation for it. And like I said, nobody wants to say that their child was taught. Nobody wants to say that. And nobody even wants to have a clue. live with knowing that your child is special, or you're gonna have to just be there for
So when is the last time that Harley got hurt that you can remember?
Last time, scratched his face up. The last time he was hurt bad was the eye infection. It's like he was moaning and stuff, and we thought it was like the medicine had him feeling different.
But that was from his poop, right? Not from an injury.
Yeah, well, but it was after he got the eye infection. I think that's one of the worst things that happened to him, because he couldn't open his eyes. And it was like he was sleepwalking.
First time in Florida? It's hot, isn't it?
Well, actually, I love it. Coming from Oklahoma, where it's always.
Well, I was in Oklahoma for like 2-3 weeks ago, and it was super hot, but in the mornings it didn't feel bad, but in the afternoons it's like this breeze would kick up and it just felt like a blow dryer blowing in your face and hot air all day. I mean, I don't know what,
Winters, so.
is it cold there?
Ice roads.
See, I've never even seen snow. I've been in Florida my whole life.
That's I've never seen snow. I've never snow, never played in snow. My girlfriend Shannon, she loves snow. She would enjoy it.
Yeah, I've never seen snow.
The shit was snow down here. I was like, this is about like Texas.
Do you think y'all are gonna stay in Florida, or what do you think you're gonna do?
Yeah, we'll go stay. Why would we leave?
Well, I didn't know if, because she's from up north, she loves the snow, so.
I didn't
know if y'all have plans to like move to live somewhere else, or just stay here for a while, or.
We love the weather out here, because once you go, we'll get it. If it's cold, it's gonna be cold for probably 2 weeks.
And it's not 2 weeks, the whole 2 weeks, it's a day or two.
Yeah, because I know when I first got here, I remember it was freezing. And I was like, I thought it was supposed to be hot, because like I was telling my mom, I'm coming out to Florida, I'm gonna come to church and see. She was like, make sure you pack cool clothes, like short sleeves. She said, don't bring no jacket or none of that. First thing I get over here off the bus, I'm like, dang. Everybody looking at me.
That's your mom?
No, well, my mom, she was telling me.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, you just told me don't bring a jacket. It's always sunny out here. You know what I'm saying? There's beaches everywhere. And I be here and it's freezing. It was like that for like, I said 3 to 4 days. This was the longest winter they had so far. Right? It wasn't?
This year?
Yeah, the one that they had.
Here?
Huh? It was like, wasn't it cold for like almost a week?
It might have been.
Like 4 days?
I lose track.
Yeah,
I've lived here my whole life, so.
Most people like around us were saying, yeah, it's gonna warm up tomorrow, don't worry. And it was still cold. And I was like, oh. Surprised it's still cold. I'm like, I get cold like this out here? I was like, not really. I'm like, that's a good thing, because I hate the cold.
Where did you grow up at?
I grew up in a place called Shelbyville, Texas.
Shelbyville, Texas.
Yeah, I was back in Florida. I was in Shelbyville. I moved to Houston with my papa.
Where'd you go to school at?
I went to Shelbyville High School, and I moved to Houston with my papa. In 10th grade, I went to Flying Falcons. Flying Falcons High School, and then my papa, my brother, he got sick, so we ended up moving from Houston back to Eastern Texas, like Shelbyville Center area. And my grandmother passed. She sold his house and moved into hers. Since they was married, they was just split up. There, I was taking care of my papa. He was like, you can live life. You need to enjoy life. You don't got to take care of me at the time. I was 19.
Did you finish school?
Yeah.
Did you? You look like a football player. You play football?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I completely tore my ACL, MCL, shattered my meniscus, and I tackled the guy. It was I think he might be going to the league. His name was Polk. He was from Mount Enterprise. Now in high school, I'm just 6'3". I was like 225. This guy was 5'11", 265, and ran a 4.3 in the 40. And I was the linebacker, so I had to stop him. Third play of the game. It was our seniors game. Seniors, I was a sophomore.
The detective is building baseline. Football, weather, girlfriend, Texas. She is measuring what Christian looks like when he is not being challenged, so that when she does challenge him, later, when the interview turns, she has a reference for what changes. This is the calm face. This is the calm voice. Later, when both crack, the audience will notice, because the detective made them notice now.
Yeah.
So Christian, I need to ask you a couple questions, because anytime there's an investigation where a child's been injured, DCF always gets involved, okay? And they're gonna wanna know, who does the discipline in your guys' house?
Really, yeah.
Do you both do it,
Yeah,
or?
we both disciplined, but it's not like I said, his mother is not, she's not big.
Well, they're gonna wanna know that too. So
Yeah.
you both do discipline. How does Shannon discipline him?
She just popped his hand, or she tell him to go to the corner and, sit down.
Okay.
You
So
tell
what does she pop his hand with? What is she?
Yeah, she just, just a little cause
Okay.
any way you tell him to sit down, you're gonna cry. You tell him to go to the corner, you're gonna cry and fall out. You pop his hand, he's gonna do the same thing. So anyway,
Right.
it's like we just trying to balance and get to his level to where we can cope and just understand, because like I love Shannon to death, but she stayed up many nights with him trying to just put him to sleep and just to get him to listen, and we try to teach him how to talk, a lot of crazy stuff, and it's just hard because he knows that's this the one I can get away with. You see, like it ain't much as a discipline. I don't even whoop him. I don't like whooping. I don't like whooping kids, period.
How do you discipline him?
I'm a man, so most children that I've ever known, if they hear a deep voice say it over a lighter voice, they don't listen to a deep voice. So I just and I talk.
So your tone of voice?
Yeah, and I'll tell him, I either say go to the corner or go play with your toys, and he just start crying and I guess that is punishment. Or he won't even toys more.
Do you spank him at all?
I spank him sometimes on his hand. I spanked him a couple of times on his butt.
What do you use when you spank him?
Just my hand, just tap his hand. When he's two, he's not too much. Just do besides the craziness. But
Do you spank him over his clothes or under his clothes?
I don't know. I spank him on his pamper. Like he have clothes on. He don't feel it, but he exaggerates. So he's gonna make his little noises. Do whatever he has to do to let us know that he mad.
And when you and Shannon discipline him, is it for discipline purposes? Because he's doing something wrong?
Well, the first time that I ever popped him in the house is because he got mad, and I was washing dishes, so I had the glasses sitting right there on the counter, getting ready to turn them over or whatever to start cleaning. He gets mad because I wouldn't let him get. I think it was like I got these little balls, like air freshener balls for your sneakers, and he tries to get them and play with them. I don't let him because he got the air freshener stuff in it, and it's like keep it for kids, so I won't let him play with it. So he'll look at it or he'll go get my shoe and he'll say ball. No, I'll put it down and he'd get mad. So one day he was looking at it on top of the refrigerator because he kept getting around my shoes, so I put him on top and he was like, oh, ball. And he said, ball. And I'm like, no, or you can't get it. He walks over to the counter and just throw all the glasses off. He broke like all he broke 3 glass cups on one plate. And I just popped him twice and he didn't cry. He just walked off, got his toys.
Watch what he does. He hits Harley. He admits that. But every time he admits it, he adds a softener. Just his hand. Just his pants. He can't feel it. Every admission is engineered to sound like it couldn't possibly leave a mark. He is talking his way, sentence by sentence, out of anything the detective can prove. What he doesn't know is that the detective already has the photo of the mark it did leave.
And I opened my eyes in the water like that, what I was thinking.
So what do you think is wrong with Harley?
Honestly, that's why we.
I mean, why do you think he got sick? You said he started throwing up, right?
Yeah, we thought that like either he was constipated or he just had like, you know what I'm saying, a little bug in the stomach virus. Like we really couldn't tell the reason. We was just going off of the things we had and saw, and you know what I'm saying. He hadn't moved, he hadn't played in the movie, so and he's constipated. But before we thought he was constipated when he was doing it throwing up, he was like, "Look, you got stomach virus." I kept trying to like give him ginger ale and stuff, so he like.
Did you and Shannon give him any medicine at all when he was throwing up?
Well, when he was throwing up, I think she was giving him like the antibiotics from his. Because he still got medicine from his eye infection stuff. So I think she's giving him the antibiotics from that. I'm not sure. But I know she was giving him some of that medicine. And we got 2 little white containers and 2 regular size containers. She was giving him one of those. I think it was the antibiotics. Because we didn't know, what to do, how to do it. At 2:30, I'm so glad that we did not go to sleep because I probably would kill myself. If I woke up, he was still dead.
Do you think if you got him to the hospital, that's what would happen? I mean, just based on what you ended up seeing?
Because at 2:30, as soon as I seen him, roll his eyes, and he started gritting his teeth, I told her to call. She called at 2:45. And the lady was just talking there on her way, and we've been waiting like 40 minutes, and we've been waiting, and the phone
like forever.
Yeah, the phone just hangs up while she's on speaker, and we listen to the lady. The lady was like laying down, check for a pulse. I could kind of feel the pulse, and then I couldn't because I was shaking so much. So I don't know if it was me or him. And so I called my phone, and I feel like that wasn't taking time enough. So I just took off running down the street, knocking on doors, trying to see if somebody could give us a ride. And by the time I got back, I could see the lights. So I just ran to the road and stood in the road, so the lights still was like years. So we said, so fast. He wasn't aware.
Do you know where that white antibiotic is? Is it in the kitchen?
It's all in the refrigerator.
It's in the refrigerator?
And the little thing that he sucks it up in, and shoots it in his mouth. Yeah, it's in the thing where the dishes is at. It's to the left. It's like I got this little thing we put all the spoons and stuff in, and it's inside the thing.
With the spoons?
Well, yeah. It's not like the drawer. It's like, you know how you wash dishes.
Like a drying rack or something?
Okay. And we got to put it in there. But we wash stuff out doing it because one time he got a stomach virus when I first got here. I got it, she got it. We was just all in there sick, so when we think he's sick, we got disinfectant wipes, we got a lot of stuff, just try to be cautious. Because I got to tell her, if I was working, she would have to work, but she loved working, and I love working. Like I told her, we gotta find a babysitter. Right now, I'm gonna do it, but when my ID get here, we'll be able to, put her in daycare and just hopefully you don't like my daughter and get kicked out. My daughter, she I think she got an attitude problem. She's the sweetest little girl ever. She just takes something from her. She just had a phone.
It's gonna, it's just gonna help him.
Corner.
What kind of TV do y'all have?
It's like a big city. You can't leave her.
Do you have cable? Wi-Fi? So like Netflix and stuff like that? Do you have to have an antenna on your TV to get that or no?
The antenna?
Yeah, because is it a smart TV or?
Well, yeah, I think we'll do that in antenna. Because like the Netflix is off of the game system.
Oh, like a PlayStation or Xbox?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I set this up.
The Wi-Fi. Yeah, I think it's a cable for Wi-Fi. You'll see like all of that is lined up under. And where our futon is, the TV's right here. It's like this little bar thing. It comes up all the way right here. Mm-hmm. So the TV will actually be at the table. The TV sits right here on the table. The game sits right here. Controllers.
What is this again, you said?
It's like a.
Are they built-ins?
Yeah, it's just like a built-in shelf thing that goes all the way.
Oh, okay.
It goes from here to here, and then at the top it's cabinets.
Gotcha. And the TV's over here?
Yeah, the TV's right here.
And the gaming system's right there?
Mm-hmm.
So where are all the cords for the TV?
All of that comes around here. Because the people who had the cords that we bought them, they had the power cord, the main power cord, all the plugins, they had it nailed up under this. And so we got everything in the corner where all the cords would be away from it.
So can you pull those cords out, or they?
Definitely pull the Wi-Fi cords.
Has Harley ever got underneath there and messed with those cords, or pulled them out or anything?
But he got under the table a couple of times. And the table's like, it falls down, like, it just falls down, and that's how the table is.
Okay.
So it's right there.
So like the ends fold down?
Like when we watch TV, sometimes he'll crawl under the chairs and crawl up under the table, but like he would have his toys in there.
He doesn't ever play with the cords or anything to the TV or the gaming station?
Well, he played the gaming controller, that's about it.
Okay. And what about the antenna? Is the antenna on top of the TV, under the TV, the wires for that?
The antenna to the TV, I think it's on top.
On top. Is it connected to the TV, or is it like one of those that you can like move around to get a better reception?
It's connected.
It's connected to the TV?
Yeah, he got a TV in his room too.
Does his TV have antennas on it too?
He's got a DVD player.
So he doesn't get TV or anything on there, he just watches movies?
When we like kids' DVDs, that's just, he hardly watches. It's just if he's back there and he's not doing good. We just cut it on, kind of keep him preoccupied.
So no antenna in his room. The antenna is on top of the TV attached to it, and then the cables for everything are underneath there, and they go through the wall?
Yeah, well, they stop right here. It's like that main, I don't know where is the little power outlet cord. They got it nailed.
So it's just nailed to the ground?
Well, no, it's nailed to the bottom of the shelf.
Okay.
It's nailed to the bottom.
What kind of gaming system do you have? How long have you been out of that? A while? Couple. I don't know. Does Harley play video games too?
Well, I tried to teach him like how to, the controller. All he do is just press the buttons and, noodle everyone stick around. He likes to throw things. got one controller, so. But like he play games on the phone.
The detective is not asking about televisions because she cares about televisions. She is asking about every single cord, every antenna, every long, thin object in that trailer that Christian could later claim caused the linear marks on Harley's face. Every one Christian rules out. No exposed cords, no accessible antenna, no hanging wires, is another door closing on his upcoming defense.
But like he play games on the phone.
What about, do you guys have a phone, a home phone, or you only have your cell phones?
Cell phones.
What about coat hangers? Are there any coat hangers?
Coat hangers is in the closet, just in the bathroom. In our bathroom. On this side right here, it's like 3 closets, 1, 2, 3. The coat hangers again, but you can't get to.
You can't get to those? Are they the plastic ones or the metal ones?
Yeah, most of the stuff is already in the house when we got it, like this sheet. And even the TV that's in its back room. We added to the house basically was the other TV, Wi-Fi, and the game.
Did you guys buy the house?
Yeah, she bought it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
And because I haven't been up there to Davenport in a while.
Yeah, Davenport is laid back. I kind of like it.
Well, I mean, I know, there's a name of a subdivision way out there. You're heading north on 27 and you take a left on St. Line and go past Publix like to the back. On the right-hand side of the road, there's a gated subdivision. You know what I'm talking about?
Like, I think I do know something about, like, you can see, like, I jog all through there. It's like, I jog down, just something called Island of Lettuce or something like that. And come back up and we're gonna cut through this other neighborhood to the right. It's like over there by West Tennessee, right? The parks and stuff.
Yeah, I know that subdivision you're talking about. There's like a roundabout in there and there's a park in there. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah. You got like 3 different entrances. It's right at that light. Yeah. That's.
So where is your guys' place at?
It's in Florida Camping. It's like. Right
Florida Camping?
That's like right down the street.
On the same side of the road as Publix?
Yes, ma'am.
But just north of Publix?
Yes, all
Okay, do you remember the picture that you sent, Shannon, of him scratching his face? Do you remember that?
Which one?
Was there that many times?
I mean, I saw that.
Look, this is the picture that I'm talking about.
Yes, I remember that one. You can see how it's like, I don't understand. Like, you see the scratches.
Right.
How we don't understand it. I sent her that one, and then I think it was either 2 days after I sent her another one with him actually scratching his face, like.
Okay, well these scratches, marks.
It's like 2. It's 2 at a time. It's 2 right here. It's 2 going down here, and then there's 1 right there.
Okay. Prior to when you took this picture, what prompted you to take this picture?
Because
I guess what I'm saying, did you see him doing this?
I didn't see him do it. It's just I know it wasn't on his face, and when he came, it was red, and I'm just like,
What do you mean it wasn't on his face?
Like, when I seen, like, earlier, his face wasn't like that. He was back there in the room playing, being Harley. And I just go back there to check on him because he's being too quiet. He's just sitting there playing with his toys like ain't nothing happened, but his face is messed up. So my first instinct is just like, take a picture. The second one, I took, he was in the living room, and he was sitting in the kitchen playing with his toys, and he was just scratching. But like, we tell him no and to stop, but he just...
But see, here he doesn't have, I mean, I can only see one eye, but I don't, he doesn't have a black eye here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't have, this is the scratches I was talking about.
Right?
These scratches start becoming purple,
Mm-hmm.
and like they start getting like, it started, you know, like little markings around it. Then like, there's the day.
Anything having play fighting, like playing with the football, fall on the football, get hit in the belly, a little bitty one. Okay.
When he supposedly jumped on the potty in the bedroom, when you went in, was the potty chair tipped over? Was it in the same spot it had been in when you went out to do the clothes?
It was like, it was in the middle of the, like, in the middle of the bed, it was the same spot. And like, that's why I don't know if you know, cause like, throw up in the bed, and I was trying to figure out what happened and what wasn't though. And I seen throw up in the bed, he's throwing up everywhere, and I just figured he was feeling sick, he jumped in the bed, and then he started throwing up, he couldn't control it, and he fell. And I got in there, he was throwing up everywhere. First thing I was trying to do is comfort him and, you know, see how I could help.
Christian, I don't think for a minute that you would want to hurt this little boy. Okay? I do think you have a temper. And maybe not all the time, but I think that, you know, we're both moms. We've raised kids, and kids are tough. And when you don't get a break, that's what I was telling you earlier. When you don't get a break, you can't get away from them. But
You don't have as much patience as you normally would when you don't get that break.
And you don't get any sleep because you're up all hours with them. And I'm not gonna lie to you. If my kid was smearing crap on the walls and the floor, I'd be pretty upset. I think something happened on Sunday, and I think that in that moment of being tired or frustrated and just over it, not in a mean way, but I think something happened between you and him. And it's a lot easier to explain now than, for it to look like something bad or intentional happened. Sunday, Monday, something happened in that couple days before last night.
Friday.
Before he started throwing up, something happened. And it's important for you to remember what happened because, like I said, I think you love that little boy. And I do think that you looked at him as your son. I think something happened between you two, but I don't think you were trying to hurt him. I mean, just like this, I don't think you were trying to hit him in the face. So I need you to think about it and tell me what happened so that we can explain it. Because there's something that caused him to end up like he was before y'all took him to the hospital. He either fell on something, he ran into something, maybe trying to run from you.
You really don't. He don't run from me. Like the only time
he trying
to run from me if I got his hand and I'm whooping at him and he's trying to run.
Well, maybe that happened. Maybe you had his hand and he was like spinning around and spun into something and hit his belly and it, like sometimes you knock the air out or it makes you want to throw up.
And that's what I told her. That's what I thought happened to him in the potty. I thought he knocked his breath out or something.
I don't think the potty is what caused this, and I think that it's something between you and him. I think that he was in trouble, and he's a little wild child.
Yeah, he's wild, but you gotta understand. I've been watching this baby. It's not.
And that's why I don't believe that whatever happened is intentional, because
it's not a dull moment with him. But I
just want you to think about for the couple days, because Something,
not trying to harm him.
no, not at all.
I'm trying to harm him.
I don't think you are trying to harm him. I don't think you were trying to harm him. I think it's great that you step up to be his dad when he didn't have one. I think you love him. I don't think you're trying to hurt him at all. But something happened. And it's just a lot easier to explain than for it to look like it was something that was intentional, something like you were trying to hurt him. If you can explain what happened, just like the belt thing, that can be explained, you know? I don't think you were trying to hit him in the face.
Well, someday I... Wait.
Just think about it for a minute so that we can explain it.
I'm horrible prepared.
Huh?
I'm a horrible prepared.
No.
For all I know, you could have got into something.
What do you think you could have gotten into?
Makeup or anything. He loves like just messing with stuff.
This is the interview technique the audience is watching in real time. She isn't saying he did it on purpose. She's offering him a story he can accept, a story that makes him a tired parent, not a monster. The moment he takes that story, he confesses, and he takes it, not now. 10 minutes from now,
Like this, this can be explained. We've all spanked kids with a belt. We move around. We don't stand still when we're getting a spanking. You know, it can be explained. So we need to explain what happened to him that he passed away. And we need to be able to explain that it wasn't something intentional.
See, I really don't. You know, his stomach was hard.
Is there something that may have happened that you think that you could relate to his stomach being hard that, yeah, I don't know, but I'm just kind of, I'm looking to you because you were with him, so something that maybe would explain it?
I just knew his stomach was getting big. I told Shannon, like, I'm getting fat, like, why is his stomach getting big like that? She was like, we gotta go feed.
When did you notice that? That he
That
stomach.
was
Friday,
Friday or Saturday.
like his stomach was getting big.
Because it's like he's a baby and his stomach was, you know, is pushing out like. And
Well, I saw a picture of his belly
yeah,
from the doctor, so I know what you're talking. Looked like a basketball and a pregnant baby.
and so that's why we was figuring constipation or, you know, I mean.
Okay, let me ask you this, and I'm just trying to help you jog your memory a little bit. So when he's squirming around Friday night, and when the belt got him there, is there any chance that you tripped over him, fell on him? I'm just trying to think of anything that would have made his stomach hurt.
Yeah, I sit down, like, when I sit him down most of the time because he's a baby, so I could just sit down and pop him twice and try to make him act right. I don't understand.
Where you stand, well, but now he's squirming around you said, so
Yeah,
he's...
but like I just hold his hand. I mean, he's a little baby, but if I hold his hand, he can't get hurt. If I hold his hand, he can't get away.
So were you sitting down or standing up when you spanked him Friday night?
Sit down
Where were you sitting at?
on the futon.
Did he come to you? Like you said you went and got the belt and he was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So what I envisioned is that you went to the kitchen and picked him up, like, by the arm, because that's...
He was like, I was writing and he had, like, kind of managed and got over to the ashtray and got one of the cigarette butts. I caught him and I took it from him, and I remember he just started throwing a fit, and I said, Harley, stop it. I think I told him in the corner, he, just fell down. So I went to grab the little purse thing. Like I told her, I don't even like whooping kids. I don't even like whooping with the belts. The belts seem too big, so we just needed something small. But, and I remember grabbing that, and he was just sitting there looking like, please. And like, he had on jeans, he had on like little pants and a pamper, and I just popped it on his butt. And he started squirming and stuff, and I let him go. And then he started like crying, and he got up. And, when he get mad, he would walk to the back room sometimes. And I said, Harley, come here, come give me a hug. And he gave me a hug. And then he sat down, and he was cool. It's like, cause like, I barely popped the ball.
But when he was squirming is when it got his face.
Yeah, I accidentally hit him.
I understand that. And I'm just throwing things out here, just so if I'm wrong, tell me, okay?
So,
At any point, like if he's squirming around, like just to kind of hold him still to be able to spank him, and maybe this is just the cop part of me, but like maybe putting a knee on him or something just to kind of hold him still so you could get his belly or his butt.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to think of what could have caused his belly to hurt.
What I do is I try to at least like hold his legs, like his ankles. I try to hold his feet, and he put his hand back there. And like I don't try to hit his hand. Sometimes I just pop his hand because that's what we was popping anyway. It's his hand. I really don't like whooping, but we just want him to learn what he was doing was bad.
So did you maybe put a knee on him to hold him still?
I just hold his ankles. And if he put his hands back there, I'll pop his hands instead of his butt. Because like when I pop him, he can't feel it because he got on the pamper and all his hands.
Well, I'm not talking about in general. I'm talking about very specifically this Friday night. Or even Saturday if he did something then, or Sunday if he was misbehaving. Whatever the case may be, I'm trying to explain it because, like I said, I don't think that you were intentionally trying to hurt him. But if you're trying to hold him still, or if something happens and he falls, or I need to be able to try to explain what has happened. And you were there with him, so you're kind of the one that I look to for answers to help explain it. Trip and fall.
If like eat soups or something, that's like it's with us.
Anything happen sleeping with him?
I can't remember because like the way he sleeps. He sleeps on my chest, like in the arm. When we watch TV.
Right.
And like when we'll sleep, I'll pick him up sometimes and take him back there before she get off. It's like she be tired. She comes straight into the shower and goes to sleep sometimes.
So was he maybe sleeping with you when something happened? Did you wake up on top of him, or I'm just trying to help jog your memory, anything that you remember?
I remember when I woke up, he was inside.
When was this?
This was probably like, we're talking about Friday, right?
Friday, we'll talk about Friday, Saturday, Sunday, any of this.
Friday, Friday, he went to sleep. And I've been dozing off because I hardly ever get sleep, so I remember waking up and he was still asleep, and then I put cover over him.
And he was still on the futon with you?
Yes, ma'am. And when I woke up, I put cover on his head. I was 12. And I was like, okay, baby's gonna be home. So I picked him up to go take him in the room.
Take your time and we'll talk when you're ready, but when we talk, I need you to sit up and look at me, but take your time because this is a lot to take in. Be strong. Let me know when you're ready to talk. You ready?
Sure.
Okay. Harley passed away. Okay. There will be an exam done tomorrow. We don't have all the details, but we do have some. One of the things that I've spent some time doing is Shannon gave me her phone earlier today. Okay, so she doesn't really delete any text messages or anything, so all the texts between you and her are there. A lot of what you say is true. Some things you leave out. Some things aren't exactly true, okay? This, I don't think he died from. But that is something that we're gonna need to talk about, okay? Now, look at me, okay? Look at me.
That sentence, "we passed away," the detective delivered it flat, without a preamble. Christian's next reaction is being watched more carefully than any of his answers so far. She does not comment on his response. She moves directly to what she came into the room with.
Look at me. Did you kill that baby?
Yeah. Oh, no.
So I want to ask you about some other things, okay?
Sure.
Now, this is what I believe is from a belt. Don't say anything to me yet, okay? Because I don't want you to lie to me. You lie to me, you get more trouble, okay? And you don't need that. Because like I said, I don't believe that that is why he passed away. Okay? But what I do believe happens, and I'm a mom, I have kids, and I have spanked my kids, and kids don't stand still for a spanking, do they? And you've spanked Harley with a belt before, as well as his mom. So, it is my guess. I'm not even going to say guess. I'm going to say, I will tell you that I believe you were spanking Harley. The kid's always in trouble. He's moving, listen, he's moving around, I know what happens with a belt, okay? I've been spanked with a belt. Have you been spanked with a belt?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we've all been spanked with a belt. I don't have a problem with a child being spanked with a belt. Okay? They move around. The belt doesn't always land on their butt. And I believe that that's what happened here. He wasn't scratching his face. I do believe that he has scratched his face, but this is not a scratch, is it?
Scratches on it.
Well, he did have scratches on him, but this is not a scratch.
I mean, I've never.
Christian.
Listen, I've never, you can't tell me. I've never hit this baby in his face.
I don't believe you did intentionally.
No, I've never, no.
So every time that you spanked him with a belt, it's landed on his butt.
I hit his pamper in his leg. It's not even like I popped him 2 times. I've never hit him in his face. Never. And that is the God honest truth. I've never hit him in his face.
I don't
When I
believe
seen that,
I don't believe that was intentional, but I will tell you that's not a scratch. That is not a scratch. The ones that were here, that's a scratch. This is not a scratch. So, at this point, again, I don't believe that this killed him. Don't believe that at all. I do believe, though, that you were spanking him, and he probably was moving around. You were using the purse strap because the measurements fit, and it got his face. That's what I believe. That's what I believe this is from. Huh? It sucks, but
yes, it sucks.
But these are some things that we need to address to make sure that this isn't part of why he's not with us.
That's why, because when I ever even woke him, I grabbed his arm and I seen him,
And he stands perfectly still for you? Okay, he swings around, that means.
That's right.
Okay.
He does.
So then it is possible that when you're swinging the purse strap, we have the purse strap. It fits. Now this is a smaller picture, but if we have the bigger picture, it's really pretty consistent with the size. And all this stuff is measured. Pretty consistent, right?
Look how it's curving. That's not, I mean,
Well,
wouldn't it be a straight line?
It is on a curve. Does a belt curve? Does it bend? Does it flex? That's just moving with the face. That's all that's doing. So when you spanked him Friday night, what had he done?
Friday.
Yeah, this is when you sent the message and showed.
This was Friday night.
Yeah.
Man.
I know, it all runs together.
Yeah, y'all know, it's like, I could have swore this picture was way longer.
Well, that was...
Watching TV. I think he grabbed like the cigarette butt, ate a cigarette butt.
Friday night, what comes on TV?
We just got like Netflix and stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, Shannon's at work. It's just you and Harley at the house, right?
We're watching cartoons and stuff. Let me see, he ate a cigarette butt first. I can't even remember. Like I said, he was very active.
So what happened when you ate the cigarette butt? What'd you do?
When we get in the corner and fell out on the floor.
He's just making it worse, right? I mean, he's just making it worse at this point.
Well, yeah, that's right. And I tell him to get in the corner because, like, I had the ashtray on the table, and I was just in my phone playing games and stuff. He eased over and he's done it before. And I told him to get in the corner. He fell out. I remember grabbing the purse strap off of the door, and I I popped him twice, and it just started kind of acting like, you know, just screaming for no reason. I barely hit him, and
Right there. The detective has the purse strap in her hand. The measurements match the curve of the bruise on Harley's face. She isn't asking Christian if the strap did it. She is telling him. And this is the moment his story breaks.
I tried to pop him on his legs, and he fell.
You still holding on to him at this point? And he's squirming around?
He was just trying to, you know, get away from the reach. You know, he just tried to, you know, pops and try to do everything he can.
It's hard to hear you, man. I know this is a lot, but I want to make sure that I hear you correctly when you talk to me, okay?
I try to do everything he can, but I remember he fell and he twisted back, and I tried to pop him on his butt, and he was trying to twist back. I accidentally hit him in his face, but I didn't. It wasn't like hard or nothing like that.
Well, the face is a pretty tender spot, so to leave a mark is probably not real hard. And then, so you were, I'm just going to guess, and please correct me if I'm wrong, you were scared about what Shannon would think, because she has joked around with you about beating her kid before, so that's why you told her he was scratching his face. Look at me. I appreciate you being honest, okay? But I'm also going to tell you the reason that you thought this was earlier or happened before is because this wasn't the first time that this happened.
No, he does a lot of stuff, and it's like
when he pissed on the floor, like pulled his junk out and pissed all over.
He on the floor, and he's like so much, and I didn't mean to hit him in his face.
Huh?
I didn't mean to hit him in his face.
When he pissed on the floor, was it the same thing? He accidentally, or when you were spanking him?
I whooped his butt when he beat on the floor.
Yeah, but he got hit then too, not just on his butt. That's why you thought this was from before.
It could be. My memory is not the best right now. And
I know it's been
apologize, and
even when we have to discipline our kids, it still hurts us. There was a text message in here one day. You just said you snapped. Like, you gave him 3 times and you just snapped. It gets hard to deal with kids, doesn't it? It's okay to admit that, because every parent, if any parent says that they never lose their mind or they never want to snap, they're lying.
it's just like we try every day, and it's like he not there sometimes. He just do crazy stuff, and when I see him trying to hurt himself here, it makes me mad, and I just want to like teach him like, don't do that, and sometimes he just do a lot of stuff, and you know, I snap, like I don't need it.
There is the first confession. He was holding the boy. The boy was squirming. He hit him in the face with a purse strap. And then, and this is the part he will spend the next 7 hours trying to unsay, he took a picture of the mark he had just left, and he sent it to the boy's mother, and he told her Harley had scratched himself.
I knew he was in pain.
And when Shannon got home, instead of taking him to the doctor, you two decided to go smoke a bowl?
It wasn't mad. It was just
Stressed out?
tried to escape.
Try to escape what? Him being hurt?
You know, just tried to escape the feeling because somewhere.
The feeling of what?
Being scared about knowing what's going on with them.
So you're scared and you're worried because you don't know what's going on with him. You don't want to take him to the hospital because you're afraid you're going to get in trouble and that they're going to DCF's going to take him away from Shannon. So you and Shannon decided the best thing to do at that point is to go get high.
No, Shannon didn't decide. I was the one that went in there and started smoking because I was stressed and I was nervous. And she was like, "Baby, I want to smoke." You know, she was crying. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, we wanted to take him so bad, but I just, you know.
So you put yourself first instead of this baby first. Yes, you did, because you don't want to get in trouble. And you knew he was in pain and he needed a doctor. But you don't want to get in trouble, so you put yourself before him.
I wanted her to take him.
You just told me you didn't want to take him because you were afraid that you were gonna get in trouble.
But listen, you gotta understand, I was thinking it was like just something's about to pass over. That's the only reason. If I would have knew it was as serious as it was.
Well, his health had been declining for days, you said.
Yeah, but
for days he'd been getting worse and worse and worse. And now we're at the point where he's throwing up. He's not eating.
I mean, he's
doubled over in pain.
Yes, ma'am.
And y'all went and got high instead of taking this baby to the hospital. Do you see what's wrong with that?
Yes, ma'am. I see what's wrong with that, but
and now you don't want to sit here and help us try to figure out what killed this baby.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
You don't even want to help. You just want to look at the pictures and go, I don't know. I just don't know. You don't know because you're afraid to get in trouble again?
No, I'm already in trouble. I can't get in no more trouble than I'm probably going to go to prison. I want to help. I don't know. What more trouble could I get in? Tell me. What more trouble could I possibly get in? I'm fucked up. And I accidentally hit this baby in his face. I did that.
But that doesn't explain the other bruises on his body.
I know he falls out, like he does a lot of things.
He didn't have those bruises before yesterday. We have pictures. Those bruises came up yesterday. So where did he get those bruises from? He was with you.
Yes, he was with me. And
so where did he get them from? What happened?
I was tuning him out, okay? I was writing my music. I had headphones.
You got headphones on and he's wandering around the house doing whatever he fucking wants to do. Eating tobacco, drinking beer, eating cigarette butts, and you got headphones on thinking you're a fucking recording artist. Is that what it was?
I deserve it. Just spit on me. I deserve it.
I want to know what happened to this baby. What hurt him? Not his belt marks or these purse strap marks on his face. Where did those bruises come from? Where did the bump come from on his head?
What bump? That's the thing.
Something happened on Monday when Shannon went to the store. Something happened when he was with you. And you know what it was. And you're too chicken shit to tell us what happened. Because you don't want to get in trouble.
Mom, I'm in trouble now, right? I'm already in trouble. I can't get in no worse of trouble than I am now. I don't know what happened to him. She went to the store. He was acting normal, Harley, falling out, getting mad because his mom left. I don't know what happened.
But he wasn't acting normal because y'all said that he'd already been acting strange, not his normal self.
But he's like, he'll still fall out. He'll fall out and
A 2-year-old throwing himself on the floor, falling out, as you said, is not going to cause them to get a freaking brain bleed. So what happened to that baby?
He had to fall off the bed. He had to fall off.
What bed?
Either his bed. He jumps off that bed. He falls man.
So now you're saying he fell out of the bed?
If he got a knot on his head, probably from him falling.
Did he fall out of the bed?
He jumps out the bed. He falls out. He does everything. I'm just trying to help. I don't know if he fell out the bed. I'm just suggesting that he probably fell out the bed.
Did you see him fall out of the bed?
No, I did not see him fall out of the bed. I had headphones in. I was writing music, and I was just letting Harley be Harley, run around and play and stuff like that. And I don't know if he fell off the bed.
You don't know what happened to him. 1 minute the concern is I don't want to take him to the hospital because he's got marks on his face, to now he's got black and blue marks on his body, and he's got brain bleed, and now he's dead. And you don't know how that happened, even though he was in your custody, and you were the one babysitting him. You have no idea how that happened. None whatsoever.
I just told you I was a horrible babysitter, okay? I know I was supposed to watch him closer. I know this. I know. Okay, I know I've messed up. I know I've messed up everybody's life. I know this. But I was just fighting these.
He never tried to get your attention or come to you saying that he was hurt.
No, he just,
Like kids do stuff they're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
They hurt themselves, and then what do they do when they hurt themselves? They go to an adult, right? And they say, I got hurt, or boo-boo, or something.
Yeah,
Did he ever come to you and do that?
No, he can't. Like, you can't talk.
But he can come to you and he can point. He can make noises.
Yeah.
He can say hurt.
Yeah, he can say hurt only if you say it to him.
Okay, well, did he ever come to you and act like he was hurt?
I could just, the moaning and grunting, like, when he get up off the floor. He get up off the floor like an old man, and he was like grunting.
There it is, the second, hidden diagnosis. Not just infection, a brain bleed. The medical examiner has told the detective what Harley actually died of, and the detective is putting the word in front of Christian to see what he does with it. What he does with it is nothing. He can't explain it, and he doesn't try.
What it could have been or what it was, I don't know.
So why is this little boy scared of you?
What you mean, why is he scared?
Why is he scared of you?
Look at my hair. Look at me. Every kid is scared of me.
You've been living with this kid for 5 months.
Yes.
He wouldn't be scared of you because of your hair, especially if you lay in the futon together and he curls up underneath your arm, like you said, and falls asleep watching TV. He wouldn't be scared of you. Why does this kid shake when he's near you?
He's shaking when he's near me.
Really? Because the picture you took's a live picture and he's shaky.
Yeah, he was doing the only reason he was shaking because he was in trouble. He knew he was in trouble. That's.
This kid is scared of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Why is he afraid of you?
I don't know. It's probably because I didn't let him do stuff that his mom did.
So he's afraid of you because you're the only one that disciplines him. Mom doesn't get on to him. She lets him do whatever he wants to do. So he's scared of you because you tell him he can't eat cigarette butts.
Because, he knows that I'm going to pop his hand and he can't get away.
Mom pops him. He's not afraid of her.
She pops him. She barely, he don't even, he look at her and, walk right off. And it's like, I figured that I'm the man, so he's supposed to be scared of the man. And growing up, deep voices, that scares kids, period. I always thought he was shaking because it was always cold in the house. I don't really, but like I said, just like my kid. This boy was like my kid, and when he was with me, it wasn't, shaking or none of that. But when his mom come home and then I come in the room, he acts different.
Yeah, well, I'm going to call bullshit on it, Kristen, because this also is what I found out. And it's not just you that we've talked to, and it's not just Shannon that we've talked to. We've interviewed everyone else, too, okay? And every single one of them said that this kid has never had a black eye before. Ever.
Okay, well, earlier you told me that he gets black eyes all the time when he's standing in the corner because he bangs his head in timeout.
But it'll just be like it ain't a full, it's like a little line. You get like a little bruise mark.
So now it's not a black eye. Before it was a black eye, but now it's not a black eye.
It's still a black eye technically, but I mean.
Everybody we talked to said this kid had never had a black eye before until now. Until now. And you know what the constant denominator in all of this is? You. This kid was a healthy kid. He was a fun-loving kid.
Exactly.
And then you came in the picture, and now he's sick, he's ill, he's injured all the time, he's scared. Why is that? You're going to tell me it's because you discipline him.
I didn't do nothing to her. I wouldn't do nothing to that baby. I wouldn't. And I mean, the houses that he was staying in before me, they whooped him more than I did. So, I mean...
He never had marks on him until you and Shannon moved in together.
He used to have random marks from, like, just falling out and stuff, but he's like...
These aren't random marks.
I know that's not.
Those aren't random marks. Alright? Those aren't random marks. That's you. You did that.
No, I didn't. How was you gonna tell me I did this to this baby?
You did that.
So what I'm doing, punching babies in the head now?
I don't know. You tell me. Did he fall? Were you carrying him and you fell with him? I'm not saying you intentionally did that, but he was with you when these injuries happened. What happened? What happened? It might have been an accident, and that's fine if it's an accident. But we need to know how they happened. Whether it's an accident or not, we need to know how.
I have to say, I do not know. I'm so sorry.
The constant denominator is you. That is the sentence the detective wants on the record. In every single house Harley had ever lived in, with grandparents, with family, the child had never had a black eye. Not once. Christian moves in. Within months, the child is dead. The detective has, in one exchange, closed off every single alternative explanation Christian has been building for 11 hours.
I'm so sorry that I don't know what happened. I don't. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't.
All right. Hold back a little bit.
Nothing I say. Give a fuck about nothing I say. It's my fault it happened when I came in the picture. This boy been doing this shit. It happened when I came in the picture. I could in the picture. Doing this. Again. Fucking, I don't even know how it happened. But it's my fault. I almost ran in. You're going. Hey, Christian. Hey, boss. Remember me?
It happened when I came. Alone in the interview room, with no detective in front of him and no camera he thinks is watching him, Christian says the sentence he has been spending 11 hours avoiding. The rest of what follows in this interrogation is cleanup. New investigators enter. He has walked through his Monday one more time. The Department of Children and Families sits down with him. He confirms it, and he confirms it, and he confirms it.
We felt very stomach bug. She's the one she's gonna take the pictures of me. So she'll just try to tell you what
Yeah, if you can stand up against the wall over there for me. And just face me at first.
So like I was saying, there ain't nothing you can think of. Any kind of explanation, like if they say, hey, he's got a big swole head or something like that, any explanation of something that could have happened. Yeah, he does like the bone stuff he does, fall out of beds. And it is, I really, I wonder if I wanted to. I should pay better attention to him. Once you get in the routine of watching somebody, and then you kind of know how they are, and you start, getting to yourself. And most of the time, I'll be listening to music and writing music, or on the phone talking, just letting him, run around and be a 2-year-old. Play, exercise. All right, I'm gonna step out here, man, if you want. I don't know if you're laying down over or whatever you want to do, okay?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, can you grab a seat over here, please? I'm with Children and Families of the state of Florida, and the reason I'm here is obviously to involve the child. So I just need to get a couple of things from you, and to walk me through it, just quickly if you want. Let me ask you some questions just to get to know you a little bit, okay? What's your full name?
Christian Thompson.
Let's go over Monday. What time did you wake up on Monday?
Like 6.
6 a.m.?
6.
And what did you do?
I went to go pee. Saw Harley in there laying down.
So Harley where?
I saw him laying down.
Where?
He was in the bed. He said something. He was like, juice. You want some juice? I was like, not right now. It's too early.
Okay. How about 7 o'clock? What were you doing?
7 a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, I went late right now. I got back up around 11 a.m. to get in some cereal.
Okay. What kind of cereal did you get?
A little fruit cup. You want to see the cup that you just...
Okay. How about noon?
12.
Mm-hmm. About 1 o'clock.
Still watching TV. Cause Shannon didn't leave. She don't leave for work until 5, so I can just chill and TV.
2 p.m. What were you doing? When you say playing games, what are we talking about?
I got Clash of Clans. I got Sims 4.
What you mean like video games? Okay. What kind of gameplay are you at?
You trying kind of gameplay?
Yeah, like is it Xbox?
No, I was playing on my iPhone, but I have a PlayStation 4.
How about 3 o'clock? What were you doing?
It's kind of hard. My memory is crap right now. I've been asleep.
About 4 p.m. What were you doing?
4 p.m. I was changing Harley's diaper and was trying to get ready to distract him while his mom was getting ready to leave to go to work.
Okay. Well, what time did she leave?
It's like 4:30, 4:45.
How did she leave? You got a car or?
No, yeah, but I can't remember if her friend came and she picked the Uber because her friend comes, she picked her up someday with a coworker, or she'd take a lift.
Okay. What were you doing at 5 o'clock?
At 5, I was back and forth. I was in the room, and then I'll go in there and check on Harley because he's acting odd. He wouldn't eat. He was trying to get him to eat. He wouldn't eat nothing. So I was kind of just back and forth checking on him, washing clothes in the bathtub.
Okay. About 6 p.m. What were you doing?
Still probably washing clothes.
You have a washer in the house?
Oh, no, sir. Yeah, wash.
Hand washing?
Yes, sir.
So what do you do with the clothes after you wash them?
What do I do?
Yeah.
On the rack.
Oh, you have a rack inside or outside?
Yeah, I was already washing. I'd already started washing at like 3, but I was just washing my underwear, and I'd already had it hanging up out there.
Okay.
And I was just kind of finishing it up.
About 7 p.m. What were you doing?
7 p.m. I went out there, I went out to check clothes, and that's when I heard the thump, and I went back in, and Harley was laid over his body, still up everywhere, like everywhere.
Where?
He threw up all over his bed. He threw up all over the floor, between both of the beds. And like I was cleaning up, and while I was cleaning up, he was still throwing up. So my first instinct was to give him a towel and try to, pick him up, but he was like in fetal position. And when he tried to stretch out of bed, he just walled up. So
Okay.
we got to know what to do.
Why not take him to the hospital?
His face was messed up, and I don't know this information. His mom wasn't there.
Tell me more about his face.
Being bad, and I grabbed his hand to whoop him, and he fell down, and I accidentally hit him in his face.
And that's what you mean by being messed up?
His face with the purse strap blinking, and he was just coming off of an eye infection, and he had scratched his nose, and a lady was talking about calling the CPS and shit, and I couldn't call the police, call anybody to come here because I didn't know.
About 8 o'clock, what were you doing?
8 o'clock. Wait, this is Monday, right?
Actually, it's Sunday. You've been
Sunday.
telling me about Sunday.
Oh no, I was telling you about Monday.
Okay.
I'm so sorry because I was gonna say Shannon was off Monday.
Okay.
She was off yesterday. But Sunday, I mean, he was doing himself. He was a little oddish, really.
So, what you told me, what changed on Monday?
Well, Monday that's when I woke up and made him cereal and all that. That's why.
Okay. But still the same event at 6 p.m. 7 p.m.?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's what happened Monday.
Oh, okay. All right. So just the one that changed is that Shannon did not go to work. Okay. So 8 p.m. on Monday. What happened?
We were trying to figure out why he was in so much pain.
What makes you believe that he was in pain?
Well, just the way he was acting. He was making weird noises. His stomach was like swollen, like it's only so much.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you about his stomach.
I said his stomach was like swollen, like he was constipated, like he was round.
Tell me more about that.
It looked irregular.
It looked.
It didn't look like, like I've been constipated before, and I remember just waking up and my stomach was like just full and I couldn't move. So
I heard you say irregular. It didn't look.
It didn't look like.
So what does that mean?
It was too big. It looked like.
You mean like it was expanded?
Yes, either he was.
So again, the question: why not take him to the doctor?
I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was serious. I didn't think it was serious. And
with your stomach?
Well, it's like I said, I made a mistake.
Okay.
I didn't want her to lose him. Shout out to OCP had sitting next to his face, and he already got scratches and stuff on his face. It was just.
Moving right along to 9 p.m. What happened at 9 p.m.?
He was still sitting, trying to comfort him, ended up laying him down, and he was like sitting like he was saying water. He was just kind of like he was chilling, and we were so stressed out.
So was he talking to you? What was he saying?
He would say water and juice. Like he wasn't like just talking. He'd just say like what he wanted.
Okay. Did anything else happen around that time? Okay, how about 10 p.m.?
Smoking.
Where were you smoking?
Beside the porch.
What were you smoking?
Weed.
Okay. How about 11 p.m.?
11 p.m. I'm smacking. By this time, we had brought him in.
When you say we, who are you referring to?
Shannon.
Okay, so what time did she come into the picture?
Well, she had left. She had left around.
What time did she leave?
I want to say it was like around 4 or 5. She left to go get groceries.
Okay.
To cash her income tax check. And then she came back, and then she had left for me, and like around 6. Sure, she came back at like 8. She came back like right after I laid him down.
What kind of groceries did she buy?
Everything, like juices, meats, food, filled up in the refrigerator.
Okay. While she was gone, did you talk to her?
Yeah, I got a chance to talk to her while she was she was going with her friend Marissa, because that was like when we started throwing it up and stuff. It was around 7. I FaceTimed her to show what we were doing.
Okay.
It's like probably 7:13, 17. But I FaceTimed her.
Did she come back?
Yeah, she came
No,
back.
I'm saying you said around 7. You FaceTime and time her and.
Yeah, around like 7:30. She was back by 8 because I told her to bring him some ginger ale and some crackers and stuff. It's like
Okay.
he had 8. He was trying to see, if he could eat something.
Okay. Moving right along to midnight.
He was just, he was laying there comforting him. I was stressed out. I was outside smoking cigarettes. Again, Googling, looking how to help nigga constipated, baby poop, and symptoms of stomach, like viruses, and just.
Now, were you having any kind of discussion with Shannon?
Mm-hmm.
What was the discussion about?
I was just, telling her to look up certain things, either constipated, and we was discussing about how he, still a lot of cheese out the refrigerator he's not supposed to have, so we was thinking how was the reason he was constipated. We was just trying to put two and two together and see what we was gonna have to do.
Okay, how about 1 a.m.? And this is on Tuesday morning.
He was like, he was making like weird noises like cat.
So what are you doing?
We're sitting there behind me. And comforting him, but it's like we was saying mommy, and he was making cat noises and doing just little weird noises.
Okay. How about 2 p.m.?
2 a.m.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2 a.m.
2 a.m. He started like kicking him like he's kicking his leg. He was laying down on his stomach and he was kicking his leg back, and like around 2:30, he started gritting his teeth and his eyes started rolling. So I told her to call the ambulance because.
And this is at 2 p.m.?
This is at 2:30.
2:30?
And she called at 2:45 because he thought he was having a seizure. His eyes was rolling and he was gritting his teeth, and at that point I didn't know what else to do.
Why not make that call earlier in the day?
Honestly, because stupid. Thought we had it under control.
Let's talk about Sunday. What time did you wake up on Sunday?
Stupid. That is the entire answer he gives to the entire question of why he waited until his mother's boyfriend told him to call. Not why, not I panicked, not I was scared. Stupid, which is the closest thing to accountability he offers across 11 hours of tape. Remember Harley at the window? That was the neighbor's description of him. A small face pressed against the glass, looking out, not playing outside, not in a yard, not at a park, at a window. In the last week of his life, according to Christian's own testimony, Harley had been outside once. According to Shannon's own testimony, the reason they stopped taking him out at all was that his face had marks on it that they were afraid strangers would call the police over. So the child stayed inside. And on the last night of his life, while his mother was at a smoke shop and then a friend's house and then a smoke shop again, that same small face was inside the same trailer, alone with the man who had been putting the marks on it. The infection that killed Harley was in his stomach. The medical examiner would later determine that the beatings were so severe his body could no longer fight it. He did not die because he jumped off a bed onto a plastic potty chair. He did not die because he ate cheese. He did not die because he was, in Christian's words, a little special. He died because two adults who had every chance to save him, every hour, every text message, every trip to Publix, chose themselves instead. Both Shannon Short and Christian Thompson were arrested at the Polk County Sheriff's Office at the conclusion of their interviews on July 31, 2018. Shannon was charged with child neglect for failing to seek medical attention for Harley, along with possession of marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, and violation of probation. Christian was charged with the same offenses plus 2 counts of aggravated child abuse for the beatings he inflicted on Harley. In the months that followed, further charges were added as the medical examiner completed her work. Harley had suffered an infection triggered by the sustained trauma to his body. He had a brain bleed. He had bruises consistent with impact from a purse strap and a belt, across days, not hours. The Polk County Sheriff's Office, at a press conference days after Harley's death, said publicly that if the family did not wish to properly bury the child, the sheriff's office would do it themselves, to give this little boy at least a proper burial. The neighbors who watched Harley at the window were left with the same question that ended this interrogation. How did they never realize something so horrible was going on? If this kind of interrogation analysis is what you're looking for, subscribing means you'll see the next one.